And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, and you can tweet me as well. I'm on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews. Hello, how are we doing? It is Thursday already, which is insane. To be fair, this live stream is sort of creeped up on me. We've got a 4-day bank holiday in the UK due to the Queen's Jubilee. So God save the Queen, all that good stuff. But I'm just happy we get a day off, to be honest. 70 years, though. Impressive. But yes, we got a 4-day weekend starting today. So let's see those Union Jacks fly in the chat as we kick off the stream. You know me, UK repping all day long. And yeah, let's talk some toys, shall we? On a it wouldn't feel like a Thursday if we didn't. Of course, it won't just be me. Hopefully, someone pops in and talks some toys with me. But I didn't want to be too late. So here I am live right now. And I thought it's the perfect opportunity as well for me to just say hello, get the housekeeping out of the way. But here he is. He's just jumped in now. Let's press some buttons, and by the magic of the Zoom, here he is. Brandon, how you doing, mate?
Yo, happy Thursday, bro. Happy Queen's Day.
Yeah, I was just trying to say to people that this is a lot. I know we say it every week. Oh my god, it's Thursday already, but this week more so, like, because the 4-day bank holiday. It's sort of, oh, is he gone again? Ah, there's multiple me's on the screen. That is scary. Today's guest is me, myself. All right, he'll be back, I'm sure. Maybe he didn't want to be on the show today. I don't know. But anyway, say hello in the chat. I'll get the chat open and say hello to you guys. And I'll also do some housekeeping first and foremost. So, yeah, let me press that button. No Koppelberg either. Like, I'm well depressed. I've got no Koppelberg in the fridge. Oh, he's back again. He's left, and then he came back. And you're back again. Did I say something to offend you? Maybe I did. I don't know.
I have no idea what just happened.
It's all right.
I just did I just cut?
Just
my
gone.
Screen just went.
You were just gone. You were gone.
So I went to angle the laptop, and then my screen just went.
You're a goner.
Off.
Caleb says, "What am I drinking? I wish it was something fancy, but it's just Tango." Tango. Do you have Tango in the US? They do have Tango in the US, right? Did they ever
I'm
have
not
that?
actually sure.
Did they have that advert where it'd say you got tangoed? It was basically just an orange guy that'd go around and slap people. Tango were pretty on it when the marketing campaign back in the day.
Really?
You're too young. You're too young.
I am too young, yeah.
I thought we'd kick off today, Brandon, because it's one of those Thursdays. Just say hello to the chat, because again, you cutting off early gives a good vibe of what today is going to be like, because today is just going to be very casual. We're going to have a chat. There's not too much toy news, so we're just going to go down any rabbit hole we feel, go off on any tangents. And of course, now that Marvel, like themselves, are officially releasing spoilery posts for Doctor Strange, I think it's only fair that we give our 2 cents on Doctor Strange and the potential figures that could come out of it now on the stream.
Absolutely.
As we've been kind to people, like we've been waiting. We know a lot of people don't like going to cinema this day and age, so we've held off talking spoilers. So today we're just going to get proper spoilery. So if you haven't seen Doctor Strange yet and you've lasted this long and avoided spoilers, then do you live in a cave? Do you live in the sewers with the Ninja Turtles? How? It's impossible. There's no way you're watching this and you still haven't seen Doctor Strange and avoided spoilers. It's impossible. I don't know what I always forget what the scientific graph is called, but where the two circles collide, what's it called?
Venn diagram?
Venn diagram, yes. That Venn diagram of people that avoided spoilers and that are also here tonight doesn't exist. There's no one in there. So, yeah, we're good. So let's say hello to the chat anyway. I'm going to scroll up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm scrolling. I got it here if you want me to start.
Yeah, go for it.
So we have, we got Damien is here, Mike Hex, Joe Figured It Out, Cloud Foxwell, Jamie, Toymain, Caleb, Jason Lopez, Javi Man. Cloud Foxwell says apparently I'm a Power Ranger now.
I'll find the image and show it.
Jay's Toy Collection UK, Stridin, George W101 says I picked up Luke Skywalker, Scarlet Witch, Captain Carter, and Strange from the What If wave in the new Pulse sale.
Oh, we can talk
about that. Maybe Grumps is here with the Tuesday Crew knives. Yeah, there you go. Tac Tac Toys of Film is here, says evening all, royal wave to all my countrymen and women and our friends across the pond.
Pip pip.
Literally Action Figs is here, Andy Davis. Carnage Collectibles. Damien says love the Inquisitors and defo thumbs up for the new Black Series Vader. Phil Jones is in the chat, back on English, British, Welsh soil. Home Dude is here. Andy Davis, Rectangular says oi oi oi. Rich M says, Brandon, stop stealing my followers. My bad. Hero of Collectors says, how's everyone doing today? I've spent too much money on toys today. Welcome to the club. Literally Action Figs says, what's up, Dan, Brandon, and Rich? Caleb asks, what are you drinking? Oh, you said Tango, right?
Yeah, Tango. Nothing exciting.
Arvin Shah is here. Go and check out AR Toy Space Official on Instagram. Jay's Toy Collection UK says, Dan has multiplied in the multiverse. So wait, when you jumped out, it like duplicated because Streamlabs mirrors my screen, and when you jump out of the Zoom call, it just puts my face back in it. So it was like I was a guest on my own show, which would be very weird. That's quite funny. Mike Heck says Brandon stock in Mayfex Spidey. Yeah, that was crazy this morning. Mayfex Spidey and Mayfex Venom got reissued.
We can talk about it. We can talk about all the toy news. As I said, it's a quiet Marvel Legends week, but there is still, of course, a nugget of Marvel Legend news that we can talk about. Let me do the housekeeping, then we can just get straight into it real quick. But thank you to everyone who was here. Again, this is a chilled bank holiday Thursday in the UK. And again, do the Americans get the day off for the Queen? I doubt it, but still, you should have used it as an excuse. You should have said that you're like a third British or something and see if you got the day off. Anyway, right, here we go. Today is the Dan Who Live Show. Me and Brandon and the super producer Rich every single Thursday. This is episode 95. Insane. Jeez. 95 consistent weeks. We are on the home stretch to 100, and we still need to figure out some plans for 100. Legends and Liquor this Sunday, people, all right? Don't wait. If you want to be a part... Last Sunday that we did Legends and Liquor, I had people wanting to join, but the group was already full. I can only get about 14 or 15 people in. And I did a 4-hour stream as well. So maybe not that crazy this week. So if you want to be on Legends and Liquor, please let me know ASAP and I'll get you involved. But you know the score. Legends and Liquor is a show I created for my channel members. So the people that are showing support to the channel get to be on the channel. It is so simple and it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's basically a virtual hangout with friends now. And I mean that when I say that. Honestly, I much appreciate it. And if you want to be on Legends and Liquor, there's one way. The golden ticket is hitting that join button and becoming a channel member, all right? So hit that join button. Not only are you supporting the content here on the channel, because trust me, it helps me justify the amount of time I spend editing videos to the missus when she's like, spend some time with me, Dan. Spend some time with me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I've got to edit this Darwin video that's going to get 300 views. It's got to be done. So yeah, honestly, hit that button and it means a lot. Much appreciated. But if you don't want to do that, you don't want to commit, but you do want to show some love, throw in a super chat. Anything over £4 or $4 and Friday, we'll read it out loud. I appreciate that real quick. Now let me jump back to the main chat and hopefully it catches Red Foreman's super chat, but I'll give it a shout if it does. But yeah, the link, I think, can someone in the chat who's not a channel member test it for me, right? I've seen other live streams where you can become a channel member by pressing the so in the chat right now, if you've got the chat box in front of you, there's obviously the super chat button, which is the little, it's the $sign essentially. So you can click that and it obviously gives you the option for a super chat. Does it give you the option to join? Me and Brandon can't try because it's my channel and Brandon's a channel member. But if someone who's not a channel member, give it a try. If you become a channel member while we're live today, it will pop up on screen, and I'll give you some love. But I appreciate you.
I was gonna say, because I've started to see the join button on other via the YouTube app now.
Exactly, yeah. The join button's popping up in places. So I want to know how to promote it properly. Like, I don't want to be telling people press this if it doesn't exist. So I need to test that out. So if you're here live, I appreciate you. But in case Friday didn't catch that super chat, again, I did have the wrong screen up, so I apologise, Red Foreman, but I will read it for you right now. So Red Foreman, thank you very much. She says, Hasbro Pulse sale is great. Marvel Legends and Black Series for $14. So we can, like do some virtual shopping today, if me and Brandon wanted to. I've not partaked in the sale yet, but like all collectors in the world, I'm obviously tempted to, backtrack and fill some gaps that I just niggle in and need to get it. So we could do some shopping with Dan today and see if you guys can enable me to spend some money. I have started to create like a little basket here, and and I feel like I need to get this retro set because how far Hank's on the card. Like, let me just show you what I'm talking about, right? So this is the 3 3/4 inch scale. Now they're fun for display or whatever, but oh wait, I'm gonna close that. Let me go to the Wolverine card. There it is. Now look at that. Let me zoom in. That is Hellfire Hank. Do we feel like I need to own this? Because Hellfire Hank...
I was going to say, did Hasbro ask you if that was okay to put Hank on there?
Do you know what? It's the first time I let them off. But next time, if they want to use Hank, they're going to have to come through me. Because that is clearly Hank. That ain't no faceless guard. I know a Hank when I see him. So yeah, I'm tempted. Also, people are saying there is no join button in the chat. So, okay, now we know. Now we know. But if you are on a computer or a laptop, then you can press the link that's on the chat and become a channel member, all right? Don't be shy. But yes, Red Foreman, you are right, my friend. The sale is looking pretty good. And as I said, I've added a few things to my basket. I need to get that Scorpina. Still not got that Scorpina. £30, I could do it. Does anyone want a Yellow Ranger?
Is the thing on there? What's his name?
Who?
TJ and his glider.
TJ and his glider. So that would be Power Rangers in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Power Rangers in space. What do you call blue? There it is. There it is. And I bet you it's not in the sale because it's a new item.
Me too.
And no, it's not in the sale. Sorry about that. Basically, me and Brandon, I need the Blue Ranger still to complete my in-space team, and Brandon just needs the glider, but he doesn't want to rebuy the Blue Ranger, so we're going to split it again, all right? That's what we do. But we just haven't found somewhere with the right price just yet. But anyway, I'll get back to it. I'll get back to that because I am tempted. But again, not just Legends. As you know, I collect tons of nonsense, as you know. So like, I'm trying to fill some room in the collection. Like even Transformers. Like I should stay away. I got finally put Charizard up on the display. He looks beautiful, by the way. Scales so good with Ash.
Just amazing. And that Venusaur behind him is the big epic one as well.
Red Foreman donated $4.99.
Thank you, Red Foreman.
Got 20th Hulk for retail and basically 20th cap free. Entire Rogue One BS wave for $80.
Yeah, I take advantage, honestly. To be fair, when they said they were doing a sale, I thought it would be like 15% off. Something that isn't too enticing, but 40% off is a decent amount. So bravo. But yeah, Red Foreman said he got the 20th Hulk for retail and basically the 20th cap free and the entire Rogue One Black Series wave for $80. That's tempted because that's the new Rogue One with the new face tech, isn't it?
Well, they're the same figures as
but with
before,
the new face
just
tech.
with the photo real.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
So I've got Jen Urso and K2SO. But like now I know there's a better version out there. I'm like, I don't need these.
Yeah.
So I do like Rogue One. But what was I going to say? Okay, Brandon. It was only right. Let me date this. Right. It was only the 22nd of May. Right. You came on and did a little cameo appearance on Legends and Liquor because we were celebrating Brandon hitting 5,000 followers on Instagram. Today. Less than 2 weeks later, literally less than 2 weeks later, this man is on 7,051 subscribers. Now, you know me, always been a fan of Brandon's content. We plug it on the channel every week, right? We know it's fire. Finally, the rest of the world is starting to catch up. Brandon, you've cracked the algorithm. I know I joke about it, but I'm deadly serious now. What are you doing? We all want to copy you so we can all get more followers.
Well, if you go and check out on Parallel Universe. Shout out to the Tuesday crew. He has been on that imitation is the highest form of flattery hype.
Oh really?
God bless
Okay.
Wade. Yeah, with the reels. But I mean, I think the biggest thing is a huge shout out to the the controller wave. I think that's been the biggest help in the last couple of weeks. All of that arriving early in the UK. But then at the same time, you just got to capitalize on it and bring the most out of it. Like those Iron Man shots have been a lot of fun. It'd be Thor for the next couple of days. If you haven't already, go and check out the Star Wars shots just underneath it. They need some love. Those are a real way to shoot. Now that we're in Kenobi season.
Have you got real mini lightsabers?
No.
Okay.
So that was so tough. I had to find an app. Shout out to Geeky Fresh actually on Instagram. He helped me to find an app where you can like add the lightsaber effect to the lightsaber.
Bug Nice is going to kick you off the ACBA page now.
I know. I couldn't find
This ain't tangible. You need mini lightsabers.
I know. Apparently, there's a way you can do it tangibly where you use like a laser pen, but I couldn't.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I couldn't figure out how you do it, so I cheated and put the laser.
I guess that would require a little bit of setup, like a laser with the right smoke or right atmosphere to capture the
that's
camera.
That's the thing. And then as well, I was thinking about the lighting, because usually with lightsaber effects, you get like the blue glow on like a face or whatever around the lightsaber. But in that particular scene, I think because of the lava, you don't get such a glow from the blue lightsabers. So I was happy with that I didn't have to match the lighting. But
it looks great.
But yeah,
Are you enjoying Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Oh, bro, I cry every week.
Really?
Every episode.
Just to let the people know, I obviously am a fan of the Star Wars live action stuff, but like Obi-Wan, I haven't rushed to watch yet. I actually quite like the idea of piling a few episodes up to watch together anyway. So I've not seen it yet. So it's not that I don't want to see it or I'm not a fan. I actually like the prequels. I've talked about this a lot. I actually like the prequels quite a lot, and I also like Ewan McGregor. So I'm definitely excited to see it. But when there's something I really want to watch, I don't want to just watch it casually between work or just on an iPad or anything. Do you know what I mean? I want to be invested, big screen TV, cup of tea, and I'm there, not moving for the next hour or so. So I haven't had that time yet, so I will watch it. But yeah, Brandon, give your thoughts on Kenobi.
I'm absolutely loving it, honestly. I think that Deborah Chow has done an amazing job so far creating a sort of bringing this world to live action in terms of this point in the timeline. So it's halfway between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. The closest we've come to that in live action is Rogue One.
Yep.
But this is from a completely different perspective. Obi-Wan is not within the rebellion. He's not within the Jedi Order. He's kind of broken. He's kind of alone. He's trying to figure out where where he goes next, other than to just live day to day, hand to mouth, and watch over Luke. So it's really interesting seeing Ewan McGregor bring the character to life again. But I mean, this last episode, even the episodes before it, it's just phenomenal.
I've seen people
really
say
phenomenal.
that episode 3 is pure Star Wars. So for someone like me who's not seen Clone Wars, not seen Rebels or The Bad Batch or anything like that, am I gonna? Obviously, I know watching all those things enhances your enjoyment, but it doesn't necessarily mean you can't still enjoy these things. So I have no doubt.
No.
I have no doubt I will still be able to follow along. But in my level of Star Wars, am I going to be able to watch this without getting lost?
I would say so. I think for these films, for this series, it's mainly the prequels. If you've seen the prequels, you should be good to go, for sure. I think so.
Right,
because a lot of it is rooted in Revenge of the Sith. It's rooted in this scene here, and sort of how
I
Obi-Wan
have the high
feels
ground,
about all of
Anakin.
that.
I use that
Yeah,
all the time.
really.
All the time.
It's so funny in all of Ewan McGregor's interviews. They've been saying to him about
Hello there.
everyone says to him hello there, and what's the other one? And high ground, like you just said.
Yeah.
Everybody's been saying it to him. He was saying just some of the points from the chat.
Cloud says they have a nice recap at the start of the episode, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. Also, Mike's just done a spoiler. I'm sorry about this, everyone. Mike, I said no spoilers, all right, for Kenobi in the chat. He's just basically let it out that Anakin is Darth Vader. Damn.
I thought you meant an actual spoiler for a second. I was like, oh no, what are you
Oh wait, there is spoilers. Hang on,
sorry.
super chat with Red Foreman, and then you can go back to Miguel.
Red Foreman donated
Thank you very much, Red
$4.99.
Foreman.
Off topic, but 212th Clone Trooper was up on Walgreens today.
Very nice. There you go, people. That's the blue one, right? Do I know? Have I got that right? Is that Ahsoka's troopers?
No, that's Obi-Wan's troopers.
The yellow one.
Orange. Yeah.
Like yellow.
Sort of yellow, orange.
All right,
orange.
my bad. See, this is what I mean. I need Brandon here to correct me. But there you go. Red Foreman's letting the people know. If you want some troopers for Kenobi, then there you go. And what were you going to say, what Miguel said?
Wolfpack said, Brandon killing it with the ACBA. Thank you, Wolfpack. Cloud says, Brandon has great photography, plenty of content, and is a great dude. The sub count doesn't surprise me. Thank you, Cloud. I really appreciate that as well.
And just for the record, right?
Wolfpack as well said,
I
didn't even want this new Iron Man, but once I saw Brandon's posing...
Well, that's a good. As I said, that leads me into my point. As I said, I'm only teasing and joking when I say Brandon's like crap the algorithm. Brandon works bloody hard for his followers, and it makes me happy, fills me with joy to see that he's getting some recognition, and the algorithm's working for him for a change. Because we all know what it's like. Sometimes you post a really good post, And you're like, why is no one liking this? It's probably because no one's seen it, because Instagram's not showed anybody. So it's not that you're posting stuff that people don't like, it's that Instagram's hiding it. So it's nice to see that Brandon's on a roll and his posts are actually being seen for a change. I think that's what the difference is. And maybe the reels of pushed your content forward a notch. I don't know. Again, we don't understand the algorithm.
I was reading some comments from, I think, like the CEO of Instagram, and he was saying that Instagram as an app isn't about like square box pictures anymore. Yeah. That they're trying to make it more short form video content as well.
They want it to be TikTok. Let's be honest. I've never downloaded TikTok. I know what's, and a lot of the time, and I'm sure you all do the same. You scroll Instagram, and every other video is just something with the TikTok logo on it. So someone's just reposting it from TikTok anyway. And I'm at that age where I refuse to download TikTok anyway. Even though I live in Coventry where the Binley Mega Chippy is, just to make you all jealous. I actually used to live in Binley, so it used to be my local chippy, not to brag or anything, but you know. So the TikTok, I'm just not into it. Amanda tells me what's going on in TikTok. At night, she'll scroll her phone, and I'll be like, what's that? And she'll show me stupid videos on TikTok. But it's like 5% good, 95% absolute nonsense and shit. So I wouldn't encourage people to go and get it. Not for toys and stuff anyway. I know a few people are trying to crack that barrier, but I just don't think TikTok's the place for toy content creators, to be honest. If you're out there, fair play. But I don't think it will catch on. But yes, you're right. Instagram are trying to change their ways. I remember when Instagram used to just be post a picture and you put like a old school filter on it. That was it.
And that was it. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
not anymore.
Game has changed.
But yeah, so as always, bro, thank you. But lots of cool stuff coming. Thor, Miss Marvel, Blue Marvel, I think. West Coast Avengers.
Nice.
And then back to some Star Wars next week as well.
I'm glad people in the chat are sort of agreeing with us, by the way. Pogo saying, what is TikTok? It's what the sound the clock makes as it spins around, if you still have an old clock. Jason Lopez also says, I'm 24 years old and I refuse to download TikTok. Yeah, I won't even download it. I'm at that old man stage where I'm just like, I'm not even going to download it. Every video on my TikTok, Facebook has been about Binley Mega Chippy. Honestly, I don't get it. Like it's just a regular old chippy, but something's happened. It's like it makes no sense to me. If you're from the UK, you probably get that reference.
Damien as well said episode 3 is awesome, so far so good. Semi 2001 said episode 3 had some hot action. Rectangular said kind of broken. Nah, bro, he is shattered, which is true as well.
I've seen they posted a picture of a new exclusive where he's wearing blue robes, and then that's not even available in the UK. Is that true?
Yeah, so that is a Target exclusive where he's wearing the blue robes. It's only available on Hasbro Pulse, and In Demand Toys have got import stock of it as well.
Okay. So it's this one here, right?
Yeah. But they've not made it available to all the fan channel retailers in the UK.
Can you honestly tell the difference between this Darth Vader and like Return of the other Darth Vaders?
So you can for Empire and Return of the Jedi
because the colours are different on the
the mask, the gloves, and the chest piece. I think is different.
Okay.
From New Hope to Empire, I think. I'm not as like much of an expert on Vader as I'd like to be, but
yeah, you don't need to buy another Darth Vader, right? Is my point.
I'm hoping not, unless this one had like this new Kenobi one has something super duper to it.
Okay, I
won't be getting it. But I think the helmet and the chest piece on this one is the same as that one.
Yeah, I know they're very subtle. I need Robo. We need to phone in Robo just to come in and answer this question because I'm sure he will know. Shout out Mark Tack. He says, thanks to my Thursday live stream family. That's very kind, Mark. I appreciate that. And Mark, it is G.I. Joe June, and there should be a lot of G.I. Joe reveals this month. So I'm hoping you, me, and Tom, if Tom will ever get off the beach, he's on holiday, just enjoying himself. How dare he? Then we can do a Joe's and Juice, because that will lead me perfectly into a plug for Turtles and Tea, and I hope you don't mind. Again, today's going to be full of tangents. We're going to be jumping all over the place, all right? Just go with us. But Turtles and Tea, if you don't know, it's basically just like this show, but instead of Brandon, It's Tana talking turtles. So yeah, it's a live stream. Me and Tana basically broke down the whole month's worth of turtle news, including the brand new the NECA exclusives and all of that good stuff. So please go and check that out on the channel right now. Turtles and tea, always a good time. And Tana shows off his brand new logo as well, which is very nice. So yeah, please go and show that some love. Turtles and tea. It is on the channel right now. And if I go, there you go, there it is, right there. Turtles and tea. There's me and Tana talking turtles and tea. And this, by the way, tomorrow, anyone who is curious, where is the image? There you go. Convention exclusives for NECA go on sale tomorrow. Okay, so I want that. Obviously, that Mutagen 4-pack for the turtles. I also want that Greta. Am I gonna be able to get both? We shall find out. I will report back next week. Next week might just be me moaning at Brandon and Brandon not having a clue what I'm talking about. Brandon, do you want any of your NECA stuff?
Yeah, I'm getting all of it.
All of it.
100%.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah, definitely.
It does scream Brandon to me.
Just a question before I forget.
Yes.
You know the new Herald Thor?
This guy here. Here he is.
Does the head come off for you, like, easily?
Yes, I took the head off. Basically, Cool Toys UK, aka Phil Jones, the Globetrotter that is, he basically wanted to know if the 80th anniversary Thor head would fit on this. And I took a picture for him. So it does pop off, and I'll probably pop it off again. There you go. Off it goes. Now he's headless Thor.
Oh, I couldn't get mine off. Have you got 80th Thor behind you?
No, he's upstairs. I've got a pile. Look at my display. Like, honestly, people, this room is like, I need to finish reviewing some figures.
Damn it!
It's just a mess. This whole look at that. There was a collapse. It's literally is a mess, mate. I've honestly, half my figures are upstairs on the floor, so unfortunately not. I can go and grab it if you want to see it.
Yeah. Because Craig Moore on Instagram.
Let's have a look, shall we? One sec.
Tell
the people.
Cool. Okay. Because Craig Moore on Instagram basically has been asking me to switch those two heads to see if they work both ways, and because he wants to see how he wants to make a non-Herald version close to his regular look now. Yes, so the 80th head onto the Herald body, but for some reason, so I was basically busy, and I've been putting off getting to it because I keep forgetting. And then today, when I finally remembered to do it, I couldn't get the Herald Thor head to come off.
Okay. Herald Thor head coming off. Herald Thor head off. 80th anniversary Thor head. Oh, and I could probably fit it a little bit further down the peg. I'll go full screen.
Oh, wow, but it fits, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, there you go. And he does he has the crown now. So in the current run, where Thor isn't the Herald of Galactus anymore, he still has the same costume with the sort of runes on him. But he has a helmet now. So it sort of works if you wanted to make like a sort of new Avengers setup with Iron Man and Thor. I say new Avengers, but I mean like modern comics, because these are both modern iterations of the characters. And it's crazy that these two character designs like debuted in like 2020, and like 18 months later we've got them here in plastic, completely pinless, like beautiful figures. Like when I did my recaps and ranking, I kept bouncing back between which one. So perfect plug. On my channel right now, there's a recap and ranking. These used to be channel member exclusives, but because I thought, what's the point of having it exclusive if no one even knows what it is they're missing out on? So for the whole of 2022, my recap and rankings are available to the public, and it's basically just me talking toys again for another 15 minutes, but I rank them, okay? So if I hover over this now, I'm sure it'll give us a spoiler. Oh no, it didn't. Good. Okay, it did. Okay, there you go. Spoiler alert. Madam Hydra is number 8. Madam Hydra is number 8. But who makes the podium? I might even make a little fake podium, Brandon. Do you know, like, so at the end of the video, I can have the 3 figures standing on a podium for my future recap and rankings. But yes, recap and rankings. I'll basically recap this whole wave and give you my final thoughts and where they're going to display, etc., etc. The controller's really nice as well. So yeah, please go and check that out.
So
go on.
So basically, I couldn't get the head to come off on mine. I'm gonna see if I can try it again now. But I just realized that the shot that I'm posting today I'm meant to be posting like any minute now, would have been 10 times better. Thank you. Would have been 10
With the
times
head swap.
better. Yeah. And now I'm like, damn it, do I still
You can
do
still
it?
post
I
it
don't
and then
know.
post a variant later down the line.
Oh my god.
Post these two together. These two are nice.
It just came off like no problem. Oh, maybe because I twisted it as I pulled it off.
But there you go.
Yeah, there's like a piece of plastic that's stuck inside.
Brandon, in my video, in my recap and ranking video, I actually said that the controller wave, and the chat can back me up on this if I'm right or wrong. I said it's the best wave of 2022 so far. Now, remind me.
I would probably agree.
Well, let me. This is what I mean. I just need to think about this for a second. And you're good at this
Retro
game.
Spidey.
What? Yeah. Okay. So what waves have come out this year? Retro Spidey, which isn't technically a builder
Retro
figure wave.
Spidey too.
So I wouldn't count that. Out of builder figure waves, what have we had so far? Strange and
Strange.
Thor, and that
Oh my god, this is so much better. What the heck? Oh, damn it. Okay, I might have to skip posting today. Oh crap.
It's alright, at least you've changed it.
Look.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, it looks good.
Damn it, that's so much better.
He's worthy.
Now it also means that he needs a soft goods cape.
Oh, Jay's Toys UK said there's a WWE Rusev fig with a podium accessory. I like that idea. You're going to have to send me a pic, Jay. Will it work? Spoiler alert, US Agent is not number one. Look, yeah, no spoilers. Stop spoiling stuff. But yeah, it's true. US Agent is not. There you go. Now you knew. Now you know.
I was happy with number 4 though.
Yeah, like, again, when I do these videos, it stresses me out because I know they forever live on YouTube and there's people that are going to say I'm wrong. And I constantly say that. That's the fun part about these recap and rankings. It's just my thoughts on that particular day at that moment. Like, today, my mind may be different. But yeah, like, I think we had a similar list-ish. Our reasons were similar, but then we swapped a couple of figs round. I don't know. My intentions were good. There you go, yeah. Doesn't really work on that, but it fits on there. Rintra, Korg, and Controller. Okay, so they're the only 3 builder-figure waves so far.
Yeah, and Bonebreaker.
Okay. MCU Bum Pirate is going to love the comic wave, lol. Look, yeah, I'm 100% an MCU Bum Pirate. No, as I said, no issues with that at all. But it's not that I've never... Look at my shelves behind me. When have I ever not been a comic guy as well? I just fly that pirate flag for the MCU a bit harder for people because it needs some love, and not enough YouTubers give it love. People think it's the cool thing to not like. Like, people think they're cool because they only collect the comic figures. I'm here to tell you that's not true. All right, there you go. So don't give me that, Todd. You know, you know me. I'm allowed I can do both. But yes, I do like the MCU stuff. And again, I'll call it how it is. Like, I've enjoyed this controller wave the most. We've got new updates of characters that we needed. Yes, there's still room for improvement. By no means am I saying like these two are perfect. No, but they are updates of the previous versions. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. They are better versions of the previous versions we had. So they're updates, but still room for improvement. Should Hasbro be doing better? Maybe, but that's a different question. And then we're getting new characters that we've never got. Blue Marvel, Speedball. Like, we never got... I know we got a lot of Iron Man, but we've not got this armor of Iron Man. You know, it's not a repaint either. This is a brand new body, pinless body. Like, the controller, yes, he's not a A-list villain, but it's reuse that makes sense. Like, this is how he looks in the comics. Like, Thanos and him are mates in the comics. Do you know, like, this makes complete sense.
That controller is also... Sorry, that Iron Man that you mentioned as well is also... That's the best Iron Man they've ever done. By far.
Yeah, I posted a picture with like all of the sort of recent comic armors that I think go together well, and I need to create like a comic hall of armor. I just like my MCU one up there because there's so many comic ones now. Like, it's the only way to display them is a hall of armor, isn't it? I know you've got that sick Dio, that Disney Store Dio. I know Rectangular's got loads of them. I've seen other people with them.
Yeah, well, shout out to Rectangular. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have known about. They were on a sale at one point.
Bring Toys to Work with
Bring
a
Toys
super
to
chat.
Work
Thank you very much,
donated
Michael.
$25. Sorry, gents, that I'm late as I was stuck on a conference call. My Thursdays are not the same without this stream. Good to see the dynamic duo on screen.
We appreciate you, Michael. You're far too good to me. Sorry, gents, that I'm late as I was stuck on a conference call. My Thursdays are not the same without the stream. Good to see the dynamic duo back on stream. And another super chat from the Super Turk 5000. He just
Super
wants to show
Turk
off his logo.
5000 donated £5. Starting a workout in the garage now, so on the big screen with the projector.
Hey.
You guys go. PS go and watch Turtles and Tea after this finishes.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, Tanner. He says, started working out in the garage now, so I've got you on the big screen with the projector. I seen him watching Kenobi like that the other day, actually. Please go and watch Turtles and Tea after this. Yes, go and watch Turtles and Tea. Look, it's on the screen. There's me and there's Tanner. Go and listen to us talk some turtles, all right? Lots of turtle news as well. And if you don't know about the turtle news, go and watch that stream to be invested and find out. But yeah, thank you very much to Michael. Thank you very much to Tanner. Do you feel weird, Brandon, knowing that we're like on people's TV screens and we're on projectors? And it's weird, isn't it? Because I'm just sat in this room on my own.
Yeah.
Like,
It is. I can't get over this head. It means I have to reshoot that shot now. That serves me right for not figuring it out sooner though. Because that's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I never had no difficulty at all taking the head off. So Brandon, just recap and ranking. I want to stay on that thing for a second.
Yep.
Obviously, mine's got a video, but will you give your little recap and ranking real quick?
For me, so off the top of my head, I would go, not including the bath because I haven't got him. Okay. I would go, Madam Hydra at the bottom.
Okay.
Then Speedball.
Oh, okay.
Then US Agent.
Ah.
Then Thor.
Interesting. Okay, so he's going for character preference. That matters.
And then Blue Marvel.
There he is.
Then Quake, and then Iron Man.
There they are. Now you've got these, Brandon. Are you going to buy more than 2?
No, I got 3.
Oh, okay.
Got 3 and sticking with 3.
Oh, because you got Sharon Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 is Hill, Quake, and Carter.
So
for me, I think
1.
Yeah, the fun factor for that figure just is through the roof. Like, he deserves number 1 and more.
Has Rich brought him yet? Rich, like, this is the only one.
I'm not sure.
Rich
I think
skipped.
he was umming and ahhing him.
Okay, Rich, we're here to implore you. Buy Iron Man. He is a solid figure, and you need a modern Iron Man. I don't know why I'm saying it like a hypnotist. I have no hypnotising skills at all. But yes, go and watch my recap and ranking. There you go. Brandon's just give you his. Go and watch some Turtles and Tea. Let's actually talk about some relevant Marvel news. Because there has been a new Marvel Legend reveal this week. So Dan Yun posted on Twitter like early yesterday that there'd be a reveal today, and we all assumed it would probably be one of the Disney Plus reveals, and we all assumed correctly because it was, of course, Miss Marvel. Let me throw up the image. There it is. So now we know. Now, a lot of us, to be fair, this came at a surprise to hardly anybody because a lot of us have been second guessing and assuming this would be the case. Sharon Carter being revealed first, though, did throw us for a loop because we thought, hang on a minute, we've seen the trailer. Why are they going backwards? But now it is here, official. So we get Kamala Khan with the torso piece and the cape for the Infinity. They call him Infinity. Yeah, Infinity Ultron.
Infinity Ultron.
She looks very nice, but it's basically... but it is new and pinless, by the way, so it's not the gamer one. I've got the other one here. And you'll see the other one here. This isn't the gamer one, by the way. This is the... what Spider-Man wave did she come with? Was that Spider-Man wave?
She came in the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave, late 2016, and then she was re-released as a Gamerverse version in the Abomination Wave 2020.
She was indeed. So I reckon...
I wish I knew like important stuff at the top.
I know, yeah. So I assume there's a lot of reuse here, but it's not as much as you seem because it seems like...
I don't think it's any reuse.
Is it all new? Do you think? Is that sculpted detail?
Yeah. And the legs are pinless.
Yes, it's all pinless.
New pinless legs. The single jointed elbows, though, I think.
Oh, I guess you're right. It is sculpted detail, and it's a different neck, different. So it's just because the costume design's so accurate to the comic. To be fair, it looks like it's just a fancy glittery reuse. But no, right, Brandon's spot on. It's not. It's sculpted on the new one. So do you like this reveal? And again, we know it's not no crazy surprise, but it is now officially confirmed. We're getting Miss Marvel. You happy to add that? Are you excited for the show? Because that's coming up like quickly, isn't it?
That's next week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so.
Oh no.
What's your anticipation levels for this? Like,
it's definitely for me. It's definitely being overshadowed by Kenobi, 100%. And that's simply because I've waited 17 years for Kenobi. whereas I haven't waited 17 years for Miss Marvel. But Kenobi permitting, I am really excited for the show. The early reviews have said that it's a real coming of age story. It's very akin to Homecoming and that sort of Spider-Man Peter Parker vibe, which we know that the books were similar to as well from Rich. I think that it's going to be great to explore a different side to this culture as well, by looking at as we know, Kamala Khan is Muslim, and so I think that it has a real celebration of that culture in it as well, according to early reviews. And I think she just seems super charismatic. She's like the actress who played America Chavez, Xochitl Gomez
type thing.
Yeah, and Marvel Laney seems very just full of life and very happy and very keen and very good to go. Apparently, when she first met Kevin Feige, she knew that she would be meeting him that week, but didn't know she was meeting him on that day.
Okay.
And so when she met him, she was like gobsmacked, like apparently just like blown away. But she'd written a letter to him with all these like questions on it about the MCU.
Okay.
That she didn't have the letter on her. So when she saw him the next time, she gave him the letter. And apparently he came back to her and said, "Well, I can't answer these ones, but I can answer these ones."
Oh, that's cool.
Which I thought was super cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Because I mean, the character is a fangirl of Captain Marvel, of the Avengers, and so on. And so to see the actress bring that over into the character, I thought was, because I mean, let's face it, how many actors have joined the MCU and gone to Kevin Feige with a list of questions because they're that excited?
Well, she's young enough to be like, all she knows is in regards to Marvel movies.
She's 19.
This is what I'm saying. So she's in that generation where she was not even a teenager when the first Iron Man came out. So she's grew up with the MCU, where the MCU's been a treat for us in our adolescence, but for her, she's grew up with it, which is crazy. It's all she knows. Where we knew the crap before the MCU come along, and we have to try and explain to people, well, Fox X-Men's this and like. Hopefully, kids these days, we don't have to explain this. Well, Deadpool is at Marvel, but not anymore. But he is now, and it's like, for God's sake, it's very confusing. But I've put a poll up in the chat. Quite simply, Disney Plus Miss Marvel hit, I'm buying it, or miss, I'm skipping it. All right, simple as that. So basically, a yes or a no on this Miss Marvel. It's a silly question to ask me on Brandon because I'm in on this wave. It's, again, as Rectangular put earlier, I'm MCU Pirate, so I'm in. Thank you very much for the super chat, Ultimate Carnage.
Ultimate Carnage donated £8.99. Sup Dan and Brandon, sorry I'm late. Hope you're both well and looking forward to all these new reveals.
Much appreciated, Ultimate Carnage, and no need to apologise that you're late, and we're just happy you're here. It says, sup Dan and Brandon, sorry I'm late, hope you're both well and looking forward to all these new reveals. So yeah, only one reveal today, but we both know there's plenty more to come. Because there's still a figure in this wave yet to be announced, and we can mention that in a minute. But Brandon, you're in on this wave anyway, right?
Yeah, I think Infinity Ultron is going to be my BAF of the year, at least so far. I think it's just, I mean, look at it. It just is phenomenal. Who in the world would have thought we would ever be so lucky to get that in figure form, you know?
Well,
I think animation is always typically not ignored, but like it doesn't get as much love as live action, just in terms of popular culture. And so to see What If get such love in this way, I think is really cool. And I think that figure, just the more I see it, the better it looks, especially when you start to see the individual BAF parts. But I think, like you say, the really interesting thing now is who's that final figure.
So we were speaking about this with the super producer, right? So let's all assume, because if we were all going to put some money on it, not that I want to at the minute, but if we were going to put some money on it, we'd be saying it's very highly likely it could be She-Hulk, right? Jennifer Walters. It could be She-Hulk. Because we all assumed we'd get Miss Marvel and She-Hulk in this wave, all right? So we know now that one of these question marks is filled, of course, by Miss Marvel, all right? So there's one question mark left. Now, nobody guessed Sharon Carter. Nobody. And if you said you did, you're a dirty, dirty liar. No one guessed Sharon Carter. But we all have guessed Miss Marvel and She-Hulk. So now Miss Marvel's confirmed. Is the last one She-Hulk? Now, the super producer, keen-eyed as he is, the former articulated heroine, says, hang on a minute. That's 4 females in a single wave. Now, I think I just heard Todd McFarlane have a heart attack somewhere, but yes, it is 4 females in a single wave. Now, for me, that it isn't even something that my brain even notices, right? My brain, I don't care about stuff like that. For me, it's never really been an issue. Like, I'm not in marketing. I don't sell these figures. I don't think, oh, 4 female figures in a wave, is that going to sell? For me, my brain doesn't process that information. It's no need to. I'll just enjoy these figures as they are. And for me, male or female, they're characters to add to my collection. So that's not something I'm curious about. But, Brandon, do you think it's She-Hulk? And do you think it's odd that we're getting 4 females in a mainstream Build-A-Figure wave? Or is that just a stupid conversation to have?
Well, I think Rich made a good point in that he was saying I don't think they've ever done it before, so that's why it could be unlikely that they would do it at all. Because, and I was trying to think myself, I can't, like, even the Captain Marvel wave was I think she was the only female in it, if I remember rightly. If I think back to the Black Widow wave, I think again it was just her and Yelena, and technically Taskmaster that were female in that wave. Not to touch a soft spot there for you.
Don't get me started.
I'm trying to think of. I mean, Guardians again. Gamora was the only one. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Wasp was the only female in that wave, as far as
California Red Devil says serial killers are being created this next wave. This is the serial killer created wave. Well, again, by the way, we obviously don't care, but
yes,
it's an interesting point, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, for me personally, I really couldn't care less.
Yeah,
in terms of if there are, that it is more female than not. If anything, I think it's great. I think it's a good thing to finally get, these women are leading their shows respectively. Kate is a co-lead. Miss Marvel is the lead. She-Hulk is the lead if she's in the wave. And Sharon was the villain of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So it makes a lot of sense. And to be honest, like, Kate is getting all new sculpt here with the butterflies as well for the first time. Miss Marvel looks to be all new sculpt in terms of her pinless arms and legs, as much as the arms are single jointed, like America Chavez. But it's still pretty good. Someone said here something about Eternals had 4 females. That's a good point.
But they were too exclusive, not in the wave.
But Rich said only Cersei, Sprite, and Makari in the regular wave. Athena and Ajax were exclusive. Yeah. See? He knows what he's talking about, that super producer.
And by the way, we're only bringing this up as a point because we're just trying to guess what the next figure is. That's all. So we're just trying to say, it's odd that they do 4 females. Not that it bothers us, but we're just trying to say, does that mean there's still an opportunity?
Likely is it?
Yes,
How likely is it?
So we're still thinking, it might not be She-Hulk because of that reason.
Because as well, the Disney Plus rollout has been different this time around to Disney Plus Wave 1.
Very different.
So for Wave 1, WandaVision was in January, Falcon and Winter Soldier was in March, and then Loki was in June. So, and I think the wave dropped in June just as Loki was about to drop. So for this, we've got Hawkeye, which was in December, Moon Knight, which was in March, She-Hulk, which is in June, and then Miss Marvel, which is in June, and then She-Hulk, which isn't till August. So how likely is it, given the release dates, that we would get it? Then I think the shipping seems to indicate that this wave is headed to us in September. I think the release dates on Pulse, etc., are around October, I think, or January maybe.
It's a guessing game at the minute. What they put on Pulse just think, we were technically, when these first went up for pre-order, these said November, the controller wave. It said November of this year, and we have them in hand already. So you can't really believe Pulse's shipping dates. I always forget to flash the lights, but there we go. Lights are flashing.
128 people.
Much appreciated, everyone popping in here this evening, talking toys with us. Again, just me and Brandon chopping it up with you guys, talking about wherever we go today. And at the minute, we're just talking about the recent Marvel Legends reveal of Miss Marvel. Now, we've not seen the show yet, but it has been seen in trailers that the MCU power set seems to be a little bit different to the comics, maybe, or at least how they're represented on screen anyway. So it's no surprise to me that she doesn't come with any accessories. We know the comic one came with like interchangeable elongated arms. So it would be interesting to see how the MCU tackle that, but we haven't seen that on screen yet, so I can't really say what she's missing. But she does come with a set of fisted hands, which I think should be standard with all figures anyway. So, but yeah.
The other thing is that if the final figure that we don't know, which is unannounced, if that isn't She-Hulk, So at the moment, we're saying a best guess would be that it could be She-Hulk, but if it isn't, then who could it be?
Let's ask everyone that question while we talk about it, okay? So we're saying,
sure.
like, so we know one's Miss Marvel. We're all assuming the last one's She-Hulk, right? But let's just say, for the sake of the chat, that it's not She-Hulk, right? Let me know who you think it is or who you'd like it to be. And remember, it has to be an MCU character, whether it's What If or live action. It doesn't matter at this point because you've got Ultron there as the Build-A-Figure. What's the last character? What's the last one? Who do you want it to be? Write it in the chat and I'll read a couple out. But I'll throw it back to Brandon. What are you thinking? If it isn't
my thinking is that it's not going to be Monica Rambeau, because I think we're going to get her in the Marvels wave next year, the inevitable Marvels wave next year. I don't think it's going to be Agatha because she's got her own show coming, so they'll save her for that. And if I was going to guess, I wouldn't have thought it was anyone else from Moon Knight because I think they would have shown it during Moon Knight. I don't think it's anyone else from Hawkeye, etc. For the same reason. I think it could be a supporting character from She-Hulk. Sorry, okay. I keep getting these two mixed up.
Miss Marvel.
From Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I thought also it could be a suit reuse of Bruce Banner from She-Hulk.
Okay.
I thought because we also know that now that we've got Quicksilver. Yeah, me too. Photo real update, 100%.
Yeah, we haven't got one.
Because now that we've got Quicksilver, we know that Ryan is hot on getting Bruce Banner into the line again.
We've seen a lab coat. Could be.
Yeah. Other than that, I personally would like to see He Who Remains. Don't think it will happen though. Other than that, Jimmy Woo would be cool. Again, not sure if it would happen. Trying to think of who else. There's a whole ton of what if possibilities, but yeah,
I'm not eager to like the what if figures are fine, but I'm not eager to fill that side out. Do you know? Because when does that end? What if is just crazy. Where the MCU, it's like there's a canon to it. There's like what you've seen on screen, and like because they bounce around in so many different places with what if. Like I don't want happy party dude Thor in figure form. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't even like that episode too much, you know, so I don't want that. Yeah. I don't want that in plastic. So I'd rather, again, this is just me selfishly, I'm not saying you have to agree, but yeah, selfishly I don't really want too much what if. I want my MCU to stay live action. Do you know what I mean? We've even seen Miss Peggy Carter in live action now. Do you know what I mean? Like give me that in figure form more, rather than what if. But we'll talk about that very shortly. But let me read some of these out, Brandon. So let me go up. Okay, so let me scroll. So I'll start with Rich. Rich says, Pizza Dog. Imagine that, Pizza Dog. Mike Heck says, Jimmy Woo. California Red Devil says, it's Woo. Oh, do you know what, right? Could be Woo. They have showed us that little hand.
It could be Woo.
Could be Woo. But that was an early prototype, so unless they've sped up production, I doubt it. Energy projection instead of Mr. Fantastic like powers, yes, for Miss Marvel. That's what we have seen in the trailers so far. Greg says that Monica Rambeau, Agatha will be how for the show. I think it's Abomination is a deluxe figure. He Who Remains would be great options as Pogo. Omega Weapon says just give us an Armor Gamora over She-Hulk. California Red Devil says card teaser means it's Woo. Yeah, that's what we just mentioned. Literal Action Fig says Red Dagger. Now Red Dagger is a side character in Miss Marvel, right? Because Bring Toys to Work says the same. It's another character from Miss Marvel. They wouldn't just release one figure from that series. That's always at least two each series, which is a good point. It usually is two from each series. You got Vision and Wanda. You got Cap. Well, you got quite a few from Thingy. But yeah, there's never been just a solo release, right? I guess you got Sylvie on her own. But then
so and that was why I was thinking maybe this time we could get. I thought maybe this time we could get Bruce here, and then say She-Hulk is the Sylvie version, equivalent in Disney Plus Wave 4, or I thought that you would get She-Hulk here, Bruce is the Target exclusive where Mobius was, and then you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need a Bruce. It needs to happen. Hasbro, if you're lurking, Bruce Banner needs to happen, and She-Hulk is your excuse to get it made, because we need a Mark Ruffalo with the digital face printing tech. He's just a missing gap in our sort of OG Avengers, if you will. Plastic is one hell of a drug, says it should be Agatha, but we're going to be getting Wu. Armando says zombie Iron Man. Jamie says Thanos Gamora, because otherwise Ultron is the only what if fig. Christopher Allen says zombie Iron Man. Thomas Oliver Scarlet. Well, yeah, zombie character. Again, I reckon with the zombie show coming, I reckon there's going to be a lot more zombie Marvel Legends. Don't you worry about it. Would it be weird if Scarlet Scarab, since I guess they would have announced closer to the Moon Knight ending?
Yeah, the other thing with that is I think it'd be way too much unique sculpting.
Yeah, costume design is cool. It's cool. Jason Lopez obviously says Wu, Agatha, Red Dagger, villain from Miss Marvel, Yelena, Kingpin. If we're going for wildcard choices, Yelena is a good spot from Hawkeye, because it's a character we've already seen. I would
love Yelena.
But again, it's another female, and if we're thinking She-Hulk's not in the line because she's a female, I wouldn't think it would be another female. But what about Grills from Hawkeye? My boy, says Keith T. Do you want a Grills figure, Brandon?
Who?
Grills, his mate in Hawkeye. The guy he meets at the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, I was thinking, who are they talking about?
Comics,
yeah, no, that would be cool.
In the comics, Grills his mate, he goes and grills on the roof with. But in there, they sort of used him right. Kang the Conqueror, says Caleb, but remember, it's He Who Remains. It's not exactly the Kang. It's a version of Kang, but way in the future. Brian says it has to be She-Hulk. So yeah, nobody wants that silly flag smasher girl, says Rectangular. What, did someone say they wanted it? I missed it if they did. I'll take it, Rectangular. I can't help it. She was in the MCU. You won't get Bruce before She-Hulk, says Rich. He's probably not wrong. I don't mean in this wave. I meant overall from Loki. It's Loki and Sylvie. It's still at least 2 figures. Yeah, so bring toys to work. I know what you mean, Michael. Yeah, we're with you. Loki was in a different wave, but it's still 2 figures with Sylvie. I know what you're saying. We're with you. Cloud says, the last figure is me in my Legends Premiere to go with my Lightning Collection figure. I need to find that image to show people what we're talking about, because Cloud's not going to stop hinting until I show it off. So let's just show it off now. Cloud sent me a picture, right? Cloud, I think you sent me a picture. Okay, so what Cloud is referring to, and if you know Cloud Foxwell, if you must know from Legends and Liquor, long time regular. Basically, the brand new Power Rangers, unannounced by the way, glittery. What's the word for it? Metallic White Ranger.
Metallic armor, yeah.
Has been released. Been seen overseas, but not up for pre-order yet. You can't buy it on Pulse, but we know it's on the way. It's got like a crystal there as well. But what's that above it? That's not Tommy Oliver. That's Mr. Cloud Network. Here's a little close-up. That's Cloud, right? That's Cloud Foxwell as a Power Ranger. I'll be getting. I'm tempted to get this figure just so I can have a Cloud Foxwell action figure, because I've not been getting the metallic Rangers. But yes, that is what Cloud is referring to. Go and watch Legend of Liquor, and you'll see what Cloud looks like. But that it's pretty good, to be fair. Pretty good. I reckon on Sunday, Cloud, if you're available for Legends and Liquor, you need to do your hair exactly like this image, right? Just appear as you as the White Ranger. I think that's what you need to do. So then that way there can be no confusion of who that is. But there you go. That's what Cloud was referring to. So yeah, there you go. Back to that wave. So again, it doesn't matter who it is at this point. I'm going to buy. I'm in. Put a piece of turd in a box, and I'll still pay for it. Grumpy old men on YouTube. And by the way, when I say that, I'm not like Todd. I think Todd feels like I'm only speaking to him. Todd, I like you. Like, I'm speaking to the people I don't like on YouTube. The ones that purposely... don't even get me started. But yes, when I say that, I'm not talking to Todd. He is a grumpy old man, but he's not the person I'm referring to. And there's other grumpy old men on YouTube that annoy me even more. Yes, I don't care. I'm buying it. I'm in on this wave anyway. I'd rather it wasn't a piece of turd.
I was saying,
but it might be.
Asking about Echo. I think Echo will be in... I think they'll save her for her own show next year, same as Agatha.
I think if you're the lead of a show, at this point, it's just a matter of time before Hasbro get around to making you in figure form. So just patience has avert you. But yeah, Miss Marvel was our only Marvel Legends reveal this week. So yeah, there you go. One more to go. And we can find out what's that about. Is that Obi-Wan? Is that an old Obi-Wan? Is that a custom head? I can't reckon. Oh no, that's not bloody Obi-Wan. That's bloody George Lucas as a Jedi. I didn't know you had that figure.
Yeah, because I've gone on a hype about making a whole bunch of prequel Jedi, and so I took George off of the Stormtrooper head body and put him onto.
If I send you a custom
body.
Dan Who head, will you put me on a Jedi body and let me just be a Jedi civilian in the display?
I could do that.
Okay.
I could also. We could also shoot photos of you as a Jedi. That'd be fun.
I'm not talking about Laser Pants either, but I've just seen it popped up saying I'm talking. I like Laser Pants as well. Like, trust me, it's people I don't really have relationships with, to be fair. That's why I can't really call them out. But if I had a relationship with you, I'd just call you out. Like I can look at the camera dead in the eye and go, Todd, you're a grumpy old man. But he is an old man, so he's allowed to be grumpy. And he likes what he likes, and he's vocal about it. I like Todd. I like him. And I like Laser Pants as well. But he's leaning into the grumpy old man section too.
TAK toys with film.
I agree with all of the above. Just
thank you, Mike.
Dan or Brandon, will either of you be trying out the selfie series from Hasbro Pulse? I'm curious to try it out myself.
Well, we were just talking about custom heads, so that's perfect timing, Mark. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's Dan and Brandon. Will either of you be trying out the selfie series from Hasbro Pulse? I'm curious to try it out myself. And before we answer that question, I just want to again go back to Laser Pants. I like Ryan, even though he sent me Donatello without a foot. I still like him. I forgive him for that. It took me a while to get over it, but I did eventually forgive him in my heart for it. What makes me laugh about Ryan is that he will sit on a stream and go, "Yeah, it's not good enough. I don't like it, but I'm still going to buy it." And it's just like, why be mad about it then? Why be grumpy about it? Like, just tell people no. Whatever. Ah, funny. Anyway, selfie series. You weren't on there when we talked about this with Rich. So, Brandon, selfie series. Are you in?
The what?
The selfie series.
Isn't that?
No,
like...
we can talk about it. Everyone's talked about it. We're not. Yeah, we're fine. We did talk about it. Basically, okay. So we've not shown any official reveals anyway, but the concept of getting yourself as a figure has got to be intriguing, right? We're action figure fans.
Oh hell yeah! I've already made a list. Like I'm getting me regular face, me smiling face, Mrs. Hero regular face. I'm getting mum and dad. I'm not stopping. How many is that so far? 5?
Yeah, I said to Rich, you were going to get like a
5.
Smiley face, an angry face, a
I'm
stoic face.
Yeah,
deluxe Brandon. You're asking, you want the selfie series deluxe version. You're like, is there a deluxe package where I can get myself multiple expressions? I'd be with you, right in with you with that.
100%. I'm definitely going for it. I think that'd be amazing. I mean, because look, I think Hasbro have the best head sculpts in the game. I think they're better than imports. I think they're better than any other, American-based, Mattel, Jazzwares, whoever. And so, if they can revolutionize that technology in terms of getting it done for all of us, then yeah, 100%.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in for it, 100%. Dan, please bring up those pics again from last week. That was hilarious. I can't remember what I did. What was it? Let me have a look. I think we were talking about the selfie series and the... I'll see if I can find it, Michael. Hasbro... see if the chat can keep you distracted for a minute while I look for these pictures. Selfie series.
Greg said Brandon will get his on a trooper body. And that is true as well, yep. Although I was looking at the Mandalorian body. That's the other thing, though. I'd have to figure out which...
Oh, hang on, we've got super chat.
Toys to work donated $5.
Yeah, sorry, Michael. I'm
Dan,
going to try and do
please bring up those pics again from last week.
I'd have to figure out
hilarious.
which body I'd alter... Because the thing is, I think the way that they're doing it is that the head is expensive to make. So the body that you're getting the head on is like a cheap reuse type body. So, for example, MCU or Marvel Legends, it's Iron Man and Spider-Man. I think for Black Series, it's like
you can get a Ghostbuster, you can get Snake Eyes. Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day because once you've got the head, you can pop it off and put it on whoever you want.
And that's it. Yeah. And that's what I've got to figure out is where are those heads ultimately going in terms of figuring out who goes what one to get, basically. But yeah.
These are the pictures that Michael's referring to. Are you going to go for, Brandon, the broken nose variant version of Brandon?
Is that? Oh gosh.
No, we're
Is
not
that
saying
what
that's
we're calling
you.
that one?
No, we're just saying this poor guy was like well excited to get his figure made, and then this is how he got it back. It's like
yeah, that's the only thing I think is how is that going to turn out if you get it and you're like, oh no, this looks.
I didn't know that was
like
a girl
me.
either. To be fair, I feel bad. I did feel bad. Again, I won't repeat myself, but they're the pictures Michael was referring to. All I'm saying is like Hasbro, if you are going to make this official. Try some other promo images, like because they don't sell it for me at the minute. I'm looking at them thinking, maybe not.
Yeah, I did think that, but generally it can be like that. The a lot of the images across most of the brands, the promotional images, the official images, aren't always like if there was one piece of feedback I would give it would be that, as a fan, that sometimes you see the images and you're like, well, okay, it's the this one or for Star Wars sometimes it like they don't hold the blasters properly or they don't hold the lightsabers properly or there's always something and you think, goodness, come on, let's try and sell these things. But I think I can't remember who it is, but there's someone I follow on Instagram. I think it might be Shooting the Galaxy, who is who's now taking the Black Series promo pics, and they are infinitely better because of how they're being posed and sort of showcased.
Hasbro
one six shooter makes a great point as well. He says they should be showing the people that those head sculpts are based on.
Agreed. I 100% agree.
But I mean, these are to be fair leaked images, so they may
look.
They may
if a guy
they may not have
does an
finished it
Instagram live stream and he's like got a dodgy broken nose and he's really happy about it, then I'd be like, wow, Hasbro have nailed it. But I doubt this. Maybe the poor guy was like, look, I'm just an intern here. I don't really want to use my face. Let my nose heal. And they're like, smile, damn it. You're getting your action figure.
And your boys got toys makes a great point. Imagine if we get a cursed Brandon with dead eyes, my biggest fear would be the wonky eyes.
Yeah, you'd hate that.
Oh man, I would send
your
it
own
straight
figure
back.
wasn't even looking straight. Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, I would send it straight back. No doubt about it.
I'm just scrolling through. I just don't want to ignore anyone.
Mickle Nostalgia makes a great point as well. So I can get any celeb head I want technically, right? Need to test sending in same images 2 different times.
There's definitely going to... This is why they've not released it yet. Again, this could just be a concept idea that Hasbro have put up just to market, like, behind the scenes, internally. Like, we probably should have seen it, and it probably never come to the light of day. No one knows yet until it's official word. It's all just fun speculation. And just going off Laser Pants as well. I'm not talking about Torque Art. Torque Art's the biggest toy fan ever. Have you seen his toy collection room? He just enjoys the banter. Not talking about him. And he says, when did I do that? I didn't. I haven't got a list in front of me, but I'm sure at some point you've said you don't like a figure, but you're still buying it for something. We've all done it. I'm not calling you out. That's what we're like as collectors. We all do that. I do that all the time, going, oh, it's not. Look, there's updates that still need to be made on Madam Hydra, but I'm still buying her. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean. Jay also said that's £300 for the Brandon Deluxe with all the multiple heads. Matty says Dan ignores me because he hates me. That's a good way to get my attention, Matty. I didn't see anything else, though, Matty. What am I missing? I'm scrolling. Shout out, Matty. Not ignoring you. Prime to the First says, yo, what's good, gents? I need to get on their podcast with Nate. Need to do it. Right, I need to go and watch Laser Pants' whole back catalogue now. And clip a clip for him. I'm sure at some point in your hundreds of hours with Infinity Equation and Free POA and Laser Pants Live, which I watch all, at some point I think you have said, I don't like it, but I'm still buying it. At some point, I am pretty confident you've said that.
I'm pretty sure he says that.
Not in those words, but like
I think he says it in exactly those words every stream. If I'm honest,
it's like when I argue with my missus, right? And like I say something, and she'll be like, "When did I say that? Give me an example." And I'll be like, "No, I don't have an example off my head right now. It's just a general thing that you do." That's the
Jay says, "What about my beard?" I suppose, like as well. Like, what about like yours,
Yeah.
or 5 o'clock shadow? Like, I wonder how they would tackle that.
Like, I trim my beard, so my beard's got consistently trimmed, so you could probably get
Mm.
away with it doing it as digital printing, to be fair. But
Mm.
like people like Robo and Paralleled, like with big bushy beards, you can't just print that on a
Yeah.
face. That needs sculpted detail. So like, and
Yeah.
we talked about this already. Like, are you gonna be able to pick your hair? Like, are there gonna be enough different hair sculpts? Like we've all got different style hair. Do you know, like it's like when I used to make this myself on The Sims. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it's always confusing. Jay says, "What about my beard?" Yeah, Jay would be in the same situation, 100%. Are you getting drinks brought to you, Brandon? I'm jealous. Like, my drink's empty. Like, can I get some service too? What's going on? I think he's talking to someone. Dan, our wife sounds so much alike. Yes, honestly. If I'm arguing with Amanda, she's always... Give me an example. I'm like, well, I don't have an example right now. Lace Pants says, man, I can't remember that ever. I'm pretty straightforward. She's got a bad memory. It's just got a bad memory. That's all it is. That's all it is. I will save money since I don't have hair. That's true. You should get a discount if you don't have hair. Maybe you have a hat option. Maybe you have a nice set of fancy hats to choose from. Interesting.
Sorry. We've got the dog, so he keeps like coming back and forth.
He's welcome in. Shall I send him the Zoom link?
Should I set him up with the iPad?
Just have a little doggy pad, yeah. I was gonna have a Teddy cam on this once, but he just doesn't stay still, so there's no point. Every time we cut to it, he wouldn't be there. I'd be like, well, I don't know where Teddy is now. It would just be a pretty crap segment. Cowboy Collector's jumped in and says, guess who got a new job? Cowboy Collector. Congratulations, my friend. Welcome back to the channel membership. We have missed you. And but go and check out Cowboy Collector, by the way. His content's been killing it at the minute. He hit 1K recently. Please go and show him some love. The cowboy is not a gimmick. We figured that out very early on. Not enough plastic for my melon head, says Big Will. This is an interesting concept. It really is. We should all do it just out of curious sake.
The other thing is, 16shooter said, "Will I save money since I don't have hair?"
Yeah, that's what we said. Yeah.
Did you read that out?
Yeah,
Sorry,
we read that. Yeah.
Sorry. And then your boys got toys says, "Brandon on mute. Don't come back with that ice, or I will smith you." But no, I wasn't ordering drinks. No.
Well, I need a drink.
My water is here.
I need a drink. I've run out. You speak to the chat for a second, right? There's over 109 people here. Keep them entertained. I don't want this number this number to go down until I'm back, right?
Sure. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk some Star Wars while Dan is otherwise occupied. Those Black Series reveals. Am I right? I mean, they were amazing. So we got Reva, I think, was already revealed. Obi-Wan was already revealed, but we got the fourth. Is it the fourth sister or the ninth? I think it's the fourth sister, right? Something like that. Fourth or ninth sister. The fifth brother. The Grand Inquisitor looks amazing. We got Aayla Secura was finally revealed. Darth Maul from the Clone Wars was finally revealed. Who else did we see from Black Series? Darth Vader we saw today. The other Ben Kenobi in blue that we saw today. No spoilers on Kenobi though. But what do we think about those Black Series reveals? They were amazing, right? Like seriously amazing. Wolfpack Tour Review says, "I wonder how much it would cost to add my iconic backwards hat." Wow, Arvin said they're charging $50 Canadian for the gaming great Stormtrooper, which is crazy. Bring Toys to Work said, "I pre-ordered everything." Gahubri J says, "Yes, Star Wars." All the Inquisitors, says Damien. Grand Inquisitor is a must, says Greg. That More says literally action figs. Uncaged Otaku says, pre-ordered everything. The only thing I was a bit disappointed in, and I'll be honest about this, is was Celebration. You know, in terms of Attack of the Clones, year before last, I think 2020, we got an amazing celebration of Empire Strikes Back. A few years before that, we got an amazing celebration of A New Hope. Next year, you can guarantee we're going to get an amazing celebration of Return of the Jedi. This year, nothing for Attack of the Clones. Just nothing.
You're talking about Star Wars celebrations. Are you going to go to next year's Star Wars celebration in the UK?
Yes, yeah. I was talking about how they Hasbro revealed a lot this weekend at Celebration, but they didn't hardly reveal anything for. There was no dedication, at least, to Attack of the Clones, which was really sad. They said as well at one point that something about someone asked them, "Oh, why have we not seen anything for Attack of the Clones?" And they said that, well, in a year with so much content coming out, it can be difficult to add other things, to backtrack and add other historic elements of the line. So, for example, this year we've got Kenobi, then we have
Andor,
then we have Bad Batch Season 2 and Tales of the Jedi later on this year. But it's just, I don't know. I get that on one hand, but then I'm like, well, how come Legends keep up with it at such a almost effortlessly? Like, they make it look so easy to keep up with latest content as well as other stuff as well, whereas maybe Black Series is more limited in what it can do or not do. I don't know, but it just felt like a really missed opportunity, not even to reissue some of the stuff that they already have on cardback. We could have easily had episode 2 Obi-Wan on a Attack of the Clones cardback, or a repaint of Padme on cardback, or of the original Padme on cardback.
Getting rid of cardbacks now. I think every sort of brand at Hasbro are sort of scrambling to figure out how they're going to approach figures.
Well, but what I'm saying is that they easily could have picked 4 or 5 figures this year
and put them
so
up. You're not wrong.
Gone Obi, Padme, reissue Kit, reissue Plo Koon, because those are hard to get now at a decent price, and then add in a completely new sculpt like the Super Battle Droid, for example. Done. Easy. But they just... nothing.
The people running the brands get to pick. That's the advantage of it. Maybe they're going by their own preferences, and we're never going to know the truth. Maybe. And
it's a shame. It's a real shame. But there you go.
I was going to write...
I'm putting Jay on a timeout for his comment.
What did Jay say?
Because I took it personally. He said probably because Attack of the Clones is a terrible movie.
Oh.
Or is it just me? Yes, Jay.
Jay always gets timed out in these. Jay's very controversial in the chat. Did Cowboy Collector say what job he got? If he wants to say. Cowboy Collector, guess who got a new job? What is the job? Do you mind saying? I'm always that curious person who just likes to know what people do.
Oh, that as well. Rather than a Super Battle Droid, as I just said, they could have easily just reissued the Phase 1 clone as well from a couple of years ago. Easy stuff.
Yeah, people are talking about Star Wars in the chat now, and I can't even read some of these names. Bring Towards the Work says, I was disappointed with only one AOTC reveal.
Attack of the Clones
reveal. What's our ARC Trooper?
Where's our ARC Trooper Jesse and Kiadi Mundi?
Yeah, there you go. See, I can't speak Star Wars language. Is Jay really? I can't.
Jason says completely new sculpt. Black Series give us a new mold every other year because they think we're lucky to even get it that often. To be fair, Jason, I disagree. Black Series is almost entirely unique sculpts across the board, apart from Troopers. So fair play to them. But I'm saying reissues just because it would have been easy for them to have done that, and because almost all of those figures that I mentioned, apart from maybe Padme are hard to get and are expensive to get now, 2 years later. So,
Brandon, you ready for the new segment of the stream?
Yes, let's go.
It's called Let's Go Shopping with Dan. Let's go shopping with Dan.
Oh, are we going to talk Multiverse of Madness, by the way?
Let's go shopping. Oh, wait, that's in the thumbnail. Okay.
And we're about halfway through.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk Multiverse of Madness. I actually have got an image up ready to go. Oh, shit, it's not that. My bad. Generally did that by accident. It wasn't that. It was this. That guy is in the multiverse somewhere, though. But no, yes, let's talk about that, and then we'll go back to my new segment, Let's Go Shopping with Dan. I'm just itchy to spend money that I don't have already. It's only the first of the month. Have you ever get that feeling where it's the first of the month and you're broke already? I'm like, paid the mortgage. Have I paid the mortgage? Have I paid the council tax? Have I paid the gas, the electric? Has my car insurance gone out? And I'm trying to work out how much money I've actually got left to spend on toys. It's never a lot. Okay, Multiverse of Madness. Brandon, we've never talked spoilers on the show, so now we've gave our thoughts of the film. So now we can get spoilery specific, right? So I'm just going to get started, right? Let's just jump in. So if you're, by the way, I think I have a spoiler warning somewhere, or maybe I have. I think the spoiler warning was here. Okay, so I'm giving people the spoiler warning. If you, for some reason, have never seen Doctor Strange and avoided all the spoilers, then we're about to talk some spoilers, right? I think it's fair. It's now June. The actual Marvel accounts themselves are posting spoilers. Like, I think it's fair game. I think I've been fair to everybody that we've waited this long, but now we're getting into it. So yeah, when I seen Doctor Strange, when I first came out of the cinema, I was a little bit, I don't know if like underwhelmed's the right word, but a bit deflated maybe, like, because it went in a direction that I didn't expect it to go in. And because we love this MCU stuff so much, you build up in your head where you want the story to go and where you think it should go. And then when the MCU actually takes a different route, you're like, I wouldn't have done it like that. So at first, you perceive that as a bad thing. And it isn't until after that you sort of appreciate the direction they go. But I was a little bit confused at, like, why Wanda all of a sudden went straight up villainous bad guy. It has to be because of the Darkhold, right? The Darkhold has corrupted her. But the things she did in this movie, there is no coming back from. She can't just be like, oh, I'm an Avenger again now. She is a murderer, like straight up villainous murderer. They can't just welcome her back into Avengers Mansion and be like, it's all forgiven, don't worry about it. Like, no, love. What about all the training sorcerers at the Kaj Patel thing? Like, they're all dead because of you. Like, Wonga, like, am I dialing it up a little bit too much? Or was Wanda did you expect Wanda to be that big? I know she was meant to be an antagonist, but did you expect her to be the solo big bad?
I expected it to be the solo big bad. I think in terms of why she's so bad, I think it is the Darkhold, like you mentioned. You know, I think her intentions start out pretty pure. She just wants to find her kids because she's just lost her kids in her universe. And I think even when she begins, I don't know if she necessarily knows the extent of the multiverse or the extent that she would have to go to get her kids. And I don't know that she realizes that even once she gets to a version of her kids, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are her kids. I think with what the Darkhold does is that it has corrupted the person who's using it and their pure intentions for its own selfish gain of how can we, the Darkhold perspective is how do we get this thing to act in our interests, such as how do we get her to be as bad as she can be? And I think it's interesting how they took Wanda on that path, because she now has to find a way to redemption, assuming that she survived. We see like that flash at the end. Assuming she survives, we now have to see
California Red Devil, the super chat. Thank you very much.
California Red Devil donated $4.99. I like Doctor Strange too, but the superior multiverse movie is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Go watch it. Donnie sucks.
Why did you have to add that at the end, California Red Devil? I can't hate the man because it's a super chat. He says, I liked Doctor Strange too, but the superior multiverse movie is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Go and watch it. And then, for no reason at all, he throws in Donnie sucks. Cheers. He's out of order, but I love him anyway. Thank you very much. And I need to see that, by the way. I've not seen it, but I've heard good things. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Have you seen that, Brandon?
No.
Yeah, maybe I need to. That's on my list. It's on my list. But anyway.
Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yes, I have seen it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Is that good?
I was reading some other things, so I just chose 50-50. Yes or no. Yes, I have seen it. It was good. Well, and I'll come back to it because I have a point to make.
Okay, carry on straight. So you're saying as she disappears? Yeah,
I think she has a redemption arc ahead of her now. That I think will only feed into more stories for her and a more engaging arc going forwards. Because think about it, how many people did Bucky kill while under Hydra's control? Yet we accept him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, even though he killed Tony's dad and Tony's mum.
It's a good point. I didn't even consider that, but you're completely right.
And I think to immediately assume that there's not going to be repercussions for her, or that she's just going to come back and be pally-pally. She's lost everything. I don't think the thing on her mind is even to be pally-pally or to come back and be friends with anybody. But I think it will really feed future stories in a big way, because fans love Wanda. So to see how she then comes back from that, or if she doesn't come back from that and goes even further ahead from that, will be really interesting to see. I assume it will be a redemption arc, though, given how she handles the end of the movie. But just based on what you said about being deflated walking out the cinema, I kind of felt similar, which was that did the multiverse of madness live up to the in bold, in italics, underscore madness? I don't think so. I really don't think so. How many multiverses did we go to? You know, we were in our universe, 616. We visited 838. And other than that...
It was just that quick flash through. It was
that quick 60 to 90 second flash through, which they'd used in the trailers and for a lot of the promo for interviews and stuff like that of...
If the film was called Doctor Strange and the Casual Step into a Few Multiverses, I would have come out of that cinema going, well, fair enough. It is what it is. But, like, you're completely right. It's called... I did expect to see a lot more... And it wasn't even cameos I was expecting more of, because there was less cameos than I expected, but that wasn't what bothered me. It's just that I thought we would explore more worlds or alternative realities and see some more interesting things rather than just pizza balls. Do you know, like...
Yeah. And
they crossed the road on red.
Yeah. Because I've seen...
What a crazy reality. Whoa!
Yeah. Because I've seen a lot of like, I'll be honest, toxic comments on Instagram and on Twitter and in other places about how, you know, all MCU fans want is just cameos, and that's not true. You know, I think in a shared universe, both in the films and in the comics, because let's face it, Kevin Feige himself says the only reason that they were able to do this was because you have 70 plus years or 80 plus years of a shared universe in the comics. So cameos is nothing new. Cameos is not something more that we would expect. But what exactly like you said, Dan, I think with this, it was very casual stepping stones. There was nothing mind-blowing about the multiverse. That the What If was a better exploration of the multiverse than this was. And this was meant to be that, I mean, madness is madness. If you see everything everywhere all at once,
they cross the road when the light turns red.
I mean,
I thought
that was a momentary funny point, you know, in the film. But like again, exactly what you're saying, it doesn't make up for what it.
They were in a writer's room, right, and they were like, right, this film's called Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. All right, we need to think of something absolutely crazy to put in this film. And someone sat there across the table and went, what happens if they cross the road when the lights turn red? Genius. It's in the film. Crazy.
And in everything everywhere all at once, the way they explore the multiverse is like well above and beyond madness. Like, and there are certain cuts to it, and the way the film is shot that is just absolutely mind blowing.
Okay, I need to see that.
I walked out of that film like, what just happened? Like it was a mind trip, whereas this was not really a mind trip. I think that Literary Action Fig says he possessed his own multiverse dead body, made a cape out of souls, and had a ponytail, plenty of madness. I mean, yeah, I get that, like, don't get me wrong, there were elements, like, what I loved most about this film was the Raimi touch, you know, the horror, the kind of moments.
There was jumpy moments, that was jumpy moments, for sure.
Like, it was a really fun film, I really enjoyed it, but just, that was the only aspect that kind of overshadowed it for me, was that it didn't live up to its marketing. Not my expectations, but to its marketing. You know, the amount of times that Kevin himself had said, madness, multiverse of madness, it's our best title ever, multiverse of madness. But then I did not feel the madness. Like, even if in that post-credit scene with the pizza balls, they had Deadpool pick up some pizza balls. Do you know what I mean? Like, even that would have been a little something.
Shavin says...
in terms of cameos.
Doctor Strange 2 Dreamwalking. That would have made more sense. Okay, so let's be more specific here. Okay, let's talk Illuminati for a second, because we're mentioning cameos.
Yes.
And Illuminati was basically all the cameos. Like, I did expect to see... I thought it'd be fun to see, like, a random cameo in the background. Like, it didn't even have to be in your face, but as they're exploring the multiverse. But there was none of that at all.
Yeah.
So it literally
like a different web twit that wasn't,
like,
you know, or just the shing.
Yeah, just the Miles Morales just flying past. You don't have to stop and speak to the guy, but you just see him fly past. They're in a multiverse. They could just, but all the cameos were just in that sort of Illuminati.
The thing I expected the most was a tease of X-Men '97 in that animated universe as
yeah.
they went through it. Something like that. But just I mean, or did you see Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan, but yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Jodie Comer was in it as
Something
well.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how that kind of had like that moment where he pulls out Cap Shield and he pulls out a lightsaber and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like there were very subtle ways in this film they could have made it fun, or just a little bit more mad as they were. And I think even that sequence, that 90-second sequence going through the if that had been 5 to 10 minutes of proper exploration of the multiverse, it would have been.
But Brandon, they went into a paint universe where everything's paint. Whoa!
Yeah, but like even that was fun. But like, there should have just been more like stops as opposed to just.
No, I agree. I genuinely think they should have went through a few other places, and she should have jumped through a few more portals before landing where they needed to get to. Yeah,
like Arvin makes a good point. I would even allow them to reuse footage from other, films. He mentions Fox films, any films, Like think about, was it Deadpool 1 or 2 where you don't actually see?
Yeah, I know.
And he goes back and he sees Wade. Wade sees Logan and blah blah blah. Like anything like that they could have done. But the Illuminati scene was cool. Mordo survived, so that's interesting.
Okay, so Illuminati people, if you didn't know, again, spoilery, so you all know already. So I'm not going to lie, right? I feel like the Illuminati was obviously the fan service of the movie, but it's the type of fan service we love and appreciate. It's like it's what we wanted to see, and they give us what we wanted. So who can be mad at that? They showed Professor X as Patrick Stewart's Professor X as Charles Xavier in a green suit in a yellow hover chair, and as he came into the room they played like
that was cool.
Like, yes, it's pure fan service, but who cares? I eat that stuff up. I'm like, yes, please. Like, especially when you know that Illuminati wasn't even going to survive the next 10 minutes. Like, it doesn't matter. She give us everything we want because you're going to just reset it anyway. And that's that's what makes the multiverse so fun, is that now we're accepting of the multiverse. They can literally do stuff like that, and it doesn't have to be like detrimental or canon to their main like storyline. Now they've got the 616, and I've been told on this stream before, don't call the MCU 616. They said it in the film. It was called the 616. So, and you know what I meant anyway. The main universe. But so Patrick Stewart, Professor X, that was really cool to see. And then I just smiled when I seen Mr. Fantastic as John Krasinski. Because I had to nudge Amanda, and because I didn't know if Amanda was. I was like, John, and she had no clue. She had no idea about the fan service type element, because obviously he's very much a fan cast type of person where the internet have photoshopped him and pictures, and I'm sure what's that guy called Boss Logic or something like that? I can't remember his name. Mm-hmm. He does loads of sick graphics, and he's done John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic and Reed Richards before. So it's like, it was just fun fan casting, and like, again, they met their demise. And something I did not expect to see was the Inhumans Black Bolt from the Inhumans show on here. So like, we thought that they were going to put the Inhumans show as a TV show in Mrs. Marvel to sort of retcon that. But what they're saying here is it's just somewhere else in the multiverse, I assume. Right? Is that what they're confirming here, maybe?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, so, but I did like his accurate costume as well. So, yeah, I like that. Again, but that's a deep cut. Like, because if you're not watching every Marvel product, I don't even think I finished watching The Inhumans, by the way.
I don't think I even started.
I remember in the UK, right, they did an exclusive like screening at the IMAX for the first 2 episodes.
Really?
Yeah, for the first 2 episodes. I remember dragging Amanda. I felt bad for this. I felt bad after, but I was like, oh, come on, the Inhumans, they're doing 2 episodes at the IMAX. Let's go and see it. So we literally brought tickets to go and see the first 2 episodes of the Inhumans at the IMAX. And like, even I was yawning at the end of it. And like, yeah, like, so, and I come home. And, like, I never, ever, ever went back. I've not seen the 3rd episode of The Inhumans. Never went back and watched any more. Because I just didn't do it. I was just like, this isn't what I wanted, and just never did. And then Amanda's now, she just hates Inhumans because she thinks of that show. So, so she didn't get who Black Bolt was, but I thought she'd recognise John Krasinski, but she didn't know about the fan casting element anyway. But it was cool to see, because again, it's just fan casting. Miss Marvel went over my head. Like, I didn't even realise that was the same actress that played Monica Rambeau's mum, essentially. It is, what's Monica Rambeau's mum called?
Maria Rambeau.
Yeah. So I didn't realise that was Maria Rambeau. That just went over my head. I don't think that actress or that character was like so pivotal that, I don't know, it wasn't like the greatest of cameos. Do you know, I would have preferred a superior Iron Man or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Give me Tom Cruise as superior Iron Man. Who cares? You're going to kill him in 5 minutes anyway. It doesn't make a difference. So that didn't bother me too much. I liked seeing Peggy Carter, though. Hayley Atwell as Captain Carter. I thought that was cool. And that was it, right? Just those 5. And then Mordo was obviously in it too.
Yeah, from left to right was Mr. Fantastic, Mordo, Professor X, Captain Carter, Black Bolt, and Maria Rambeau.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we always bring it back to toys, Brandon, right? We just have to bring it back to toys. So, Doctor Strange, Into the Multiverse of Madness, Illuminati. What figures, if at all, would you want on your shelf? Would you buy a live action Charles Xavier? Well, we've already got a Patrick Stewart, obviously. But would you buy him in a green suit in a yellow hover chair?
Yeah. I think I would buy them. I don't think I'm in a rush for any of them, if I'm honest. Simply because they were just there and then they weren't, you know? Like don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the film. It was a lot of fun. I think that scene was great. It was really cool to get the Illuminati full stop. But I think Mr. Krasinski I know would be amazing for a lot of fans.
I'm putting a poll up.
I think Maria Rambeau is a very easy reuse of Carol, Captain Marvel. Mordo we have. I think if they were going to give us Xavier, then I'd like his specific chair.
Yeah.
As opposed to a reuse of the other chair.
Right, hang on. I'm putting a how. Yes. No, thanks. Then I will pick and choose. Okay, so I've put a poll up because I'm curious to ask you guys. The last poll, by the way, ended with 56% of people saying hit, they're going to be buying Miss Marvel, and 43% of people saying miss, they're going to be skipping it. And I've put a new poll up, right? So now the new question of the day is, would you buy the Doctor Strange Illuminati as Marvel Legends, okay? So I'm talking about, if all they put out all the characters from the Doctor Strange Illuminati as Marvel Legends, would you buy them? 3 options: how yes, no thanks, and I would pick and choose, because again, you may not want them all, but you may want a fun John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic just in the corner somewhere. So yeah, the poll is now up, and I've as I said, I've just been talking about how I'm a MCU bum pirate and I'd buy them all. So I'd be an idiot to sit here and go, well, I'm picking and choosing. So no, obviously I'd buy them all because I'm an idiot. But you don't have to be an idiot like me. You can pick and choose, and I think that's what's going to win this vote, to be fair. There's my thoughts on the Illuminati. I enjoyed seeing it, but I was surprised they all died so bloody quick, considering they were their universe's Illuminati, and like a zombified Wanda, possessed Wanda, just comes and kills them all so quick. Have you gone off camera for a reason? You're hiding something?
Yeah, I sneezed.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's all good.
I got really bad hay fever.
Oh, it's all good. Were you surprised they all died so quickly, or did you just think that was fun and you wasn't bothered about it?
No, I think it was a great way of saying, yeah, just in case you doubted for a second, Wanda is the most powerful, Avenger, like without question.
Where did they mention it in the MCU that someone said if they didn't drop a spaceship on Wanda, she would have beat Thanos. Where's that said in the MCU?
So someone asked Kevin Feige who's the most powerful Avenger, and he said, I think he said something like, well, there's plenty of arguments to be made, and I think he referenced comics and saying that you'd always get these comics or cartoons where your favorite characters would go up against each other and they'd beat the heck out of each other, but then they'd both walk away fine, and you wouldn't have really a definitive answer on it. So he said you can't really give a definitive answer.
But I've heard it in the MCU.
Battle, but he said, but if you look at that battle specifically in Endgame, he says if Thanos didn't get the ships to fire at Wanda or fire on the field, then Wanda would have taken him out.
But I think that's been talked about in the MCU. I don't know if it was on a Disney Plus show or on a movie. And the chat can help me out here. Am I making this up? Because I swear someone in the MCU has brought that up. Like,
not in that way, I don't think.
I swear it was like someone said it. Oh, if you didn't have a rockets fired at her or something like that.
Feige said exactly what you're saying.
It might have been Darcy in WandaVision or something. I swear I don't think this is from an interview. I think someone said in the MCU.
Literally Action Fix says it was WandaVision. Maria was telling the FBI jet.
Oh, there you go. See, I knew I heard it somewhere. Okay, so that makes sense being in WandaVision. But yeah, so at some point in WandaVision, she says to someone.
What, Monica says that exactly about Thanos?
She says about I don't know what the phrasing was, but they're talking about Wanda's power, and they said like, well, if she didn't get like rocket shot at as she was about to beat Thanos type thing, something like that. I know it's
really?
Been, yeah. Someone needs to.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, someone needs to find. Like, I know it happened.
Oh, hold on.
But I don't know the quote or phrase or anything like that. But definitely, they've alluded to Wanda being able to beat Thanos essentially. But she did get distracted, didn't she, by the fucking rockets blasting down on her.
Oh, crap. Dan, you're right.
How did you find that out so quick?
I just YouTubed it. Thanos and Captain Marvel reference from WandaVision, 1x05. And Monica literally says...
Oh, I can quote it. That'd be pretty good. I must have been close then.
She says she could have taken out Thanos on her own if he hadn't initiated a blitz. Dan, I can't believe that.
Told you.
I can't believe that.
I knew it was. I knew
wow.
it wasn't from a. I knew it wasn't from an interview. I knew someone spoke that phrase in the MCU, but I couldn't think.
That's amazing. Bravo for remembering that.
Yeah.
Usually I remember stuff like that, but I didn't remember her saying that in that exact way at all.
Yeah.
I just remember when Kevin gave that interview, that quote went around like wildfire.
I don't even remember that quote. I don't remember that interview.
That's crazy.
But I just remember it in the MCU context. Because again, like we all know she's so powerful. But I always just thought, if you're a casual going into the multiverse of madness, and I've watched, because I said to people, like my friends that ain't really into Marvel stuff, I said to them, look, you need to watch WandaVision. You need to have seen Doctor Strange and WandaVision as a bare minimum before you see Multiverse of Madness. And I reckon you can still follow this film along. Don't really need to know too much about Endgame or whatever. You just need to know why Wanda's in the position she's in, and you need to know who Doctor Strange is. So that's what I was telling people. But some of my mates didn't really want to commit to WandaVision type thing. So I think that people that may have just be a casual going into Doctor Strange may be really confused of why Wanda got so evil so quick. 'Cause they don't understand the concept. Wow, she was... the dark hold took hold of her. I just think she just went. It was just real quick because at the end of WandaVision, she was sort of like came to terms with her Scarlet Witch abilities, and yes, there's that split-second scene where she's reading the dark hold, but we haven't seen that. And where was Vision as well? Like talking about it, they edited the end of WandaVision on Disney Plus, so you could actually see Vision floating in to the cabin at the end, right? So it shows that he's looking over Wanda, and he's now got his old thoughts back. Do you know that the new white body was given? His thoughts were unlocked, so he should be able to remember everything. So why did he not step in at any point and go, Wanda, love, don't do this? Was he just watching from a distance? Like, Vision, mate, what are you doing? He best have a good reason for not getting involved with this nonsense. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm annoyed that Vision wasn't in it.
I think it's a fair criticism as well.
Or just at least acknowledgement, or just a line of dialogue from somebody to sort of say,
because you would have thought Vision would intervene, maybe.
Exactly. There's no way Vision, the Vision that we know, like through all his character
technically
development,
he's also a different Vision, but even still, he got the memories back.
Exactly.
Didn't he?
So he should still know. That's what I mean. His character development is still there, where he should know what Wanda did. Well, what Wanda's doing isn't right, and he should have stepped in. So why didn't he? Why didn't he? And Sam Raimi admitted that he hadn't even watched WandaVision. Yeah, that's annoying, obviously. But I guarantee he had not watched. I guarantee you, Sam Raimi has not watched all 25 of the MCU films. That's for sure. But then again, I can't direct a movie, so. But I've never tried. If you give me the financial budget, I'll give it a go. If anyone out there wants to finance me, I'll try. It wasn't a Vision appearance in WandaVision, just an FX mistake. Really? Oh, okay. Fair enough. But still, even if that edit wasn't in there, Vision still got his memory back and he flew off. Where's he gone? Okay. How yes, by the way, 43% of the people in the chat say that they would how yes buy the Illuminati as Marvel Legends. 20% say no. 37% say they'd pick and choose. Do you reckon Hasbro will eventually do more characters from Doctor Strange? Will we get Professor X again? They've already got a Patrick Stewart head.
Yeah.
Stick it on a suited body.
I mean, technically, all you need to do is just
put him on the animated
Patrick Stewart head onto the and you're done.
You need a redesign for the hover thing, but you're there.
Yeah, because it needs to be squared off, sort of, doesn't it?
Yeah. 16 Shooter says, I thought that was supposed to be Doctor Strange in astral projecting. It could have been. You know what I'm referring to, right? At the end of WandaVision, where they're just zooming out from the cabin or zooming in on the cabin. Like, it's literally one of the last shots. In the top left corner, there's like a little CGI glitch. Now, Pogo's saying it was just a FX mistake, but it's still there if you go and watch it. So if it was a mistake, then we should have fixed it, right? But I always assumed that was Vision floating in, just to keep an eye on her, not getting involved, but just keeping an eye on her. Or it could have been Doctor Strange in astral form, because he knew exactly where to find her when they needed a witch.
Yeah.
No one has brought up White Vision mission. What is up with Vision's consciousness? Yeah, that's the whole. I've just been talking about White Vision mission. Listen to the last 5 minutes of the stream. Bloody hell. Okay. We're into the last 10 minutes now. Any final thoughts on Doctor Strange?
Yeah, it was good fun. Clea was great. I'm excited to see where that story goes.
I still can't believe there's a universe out there where they cross the road on a red light. Insane!
Which do you think was more romantic? I Love You 3000. Well, I suppose I Love You 3000 isn't meant romantically, but which do you think was nicer? I Love You 3000 or I Love You in Every Universe?
Oh, I Love You in Every Universe it's more meaningful in that moment.
Yeah.
I think so.
What, then I Love You 3000 between Tony and Morgan?
I don't know. I'm not really sentimental.
I mean,
type.
I don't have a preference either way, but I just thought it'd be fun.
What's cool about that is that RDJ says that's what his kids say to him, and he got it in the movie, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So now that line is like means so much more to him and the character.
Yeah.
Pizza balls. Oh yeah, the post-credit scenes. I guess we can talk about that. So Doctor Strange has now got a third eye, which is comic accurate. He has that in the comics. It doesn't make him evil as such, but it sort of shows that he might be moving in that direction. Or he might get corrupted to a certain degree. It was what's the actress's name?
Charlize Theron.
Yes. So she is now.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, no, she is now the niece of Dormammu, and I recognised that it was Dormammu's world, by the way, when that portal opened at the end, and she walked out, I recognised straight away. Oh, that's Dormammu's like dark dimension.
or whatever.
Yeah. So again, hopefully that leads to a third one. Hopefully we don't have to wait 6 years before the next Doctor Strange movie, because it was 6 years, or maybe longer, between the first and second Doctor Strange films.
How crazy! We got an entire Spider-Man trilogy in between Doctor Strange 1 and
crazy,
2.
It's crazy. But at least he's been popping up in different places. He popped up in the Avengers films. He popped up in, obviously, Spider-Man. Wong's all over the place at the minute as well. And Wong's going to be in the new She-Hulk as well, which is great. So loving that. But okay. Okay, last 10 minutes, Brandon. I was going to do some shopping with Dan, but I can't remember what my theme tune was. Did you buy anything on the Pulse sale, by the way? So there's a Pulse sale for everyone in the UK and the US. There is now a Hasbro Pulse sale. It's called Power Day Sale Event, as you can see on the screen. And it's if in the UK, it's if you spend over 60 quid, you get 40% off. In the US, I think it's something similar. So what have you been buying, people? Like, have you been, when the sale pops up like this? I would usually use it as an opportunity to backtrack and try and fill some gaps in the collection, which I may still do. This sale's on until the weekend's over, but I haven't pulled the trigger on anything just yet. I'm curious, what have you guys been buying? Brandon said he hasn't, but have you been tempted by anything, Brandon? Did you make a little basket but just haven't checked out?
Yeah, I added a couple Black Series and a couple Legends. I looked at Greedo from Black Series, and I looked at Qui-Gon from Black Series. Just because I was thinking about making a Rhodian...
Is Qui-Gon in there?
Yeah. I was thinking about making a Jedi out of Greedo. Kept bashing it. Oh my god.
He sold out. That was quick. Did you pre-order one?
Yeah. I pre-ordered two. One on here and one on demand, just in case.
Star Wars Black Series. Sometimes those filters don't work. They don't bring up everything that's actually available. Did you pre-order any of this stuff, by the way?
Some, not all. I went for the Inquisitors, Maul, and Ayla.
Are you getting that? Are you getting
Jon Favreau?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Has he actually? I can't even remember. Has he took his helmet off in the show? He hasn't, has he?
No.
So
They're
that's
not
just
to, are they?
So that exactly. So that's just a straight up.
But Jon Favreau voices him in the show.
Yeah, I know that. But I was just
Yeah.
when I seen the figure, I was thinking I can't even remember him taking the helmet off. But I'm glad to know that I wasn't insane and I was remembering correctly. No. Even though we all know who it is under there. So yeah, not all the Rogue One stuff is on sale for us. I know someone mentioned earlier about getting all the Rogue One stuff. Oh, so Greedo's in it. Which you said.
The Cantina playset is in it as well.
Oh, the San Diego exclusive one.
Oh, go up quick. No, one more. Oh yeah, okay.
Their could have sold out is the same as their power sale.
Yeah,
so
that's where I got confused. Yeah.
I might need a Qui-Gon. I was just scrolling to see if I can find him. But the Hasbro Pulse UK has been messed up because if you go oldest to newest, it brings up the random order because of that time they messed it up. So
after they did their stock take, I think it was.
Yeah. So there's the Trooper. He's sold out anyway. He's still up for pre-order. Oh, I never got Cobb Vanth.
I skipped him as well because I'm expecting they'll give us a regular version at some point.
Oh, there and there. Oh, they're sold out anyway. And that's it.
Wow, they were there earlier.
Oh, are they gone now?
I don't
know. That's what I mean. I've filtered it by the Black Series, but sometimes the filters don't work properly. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see what everyone else has been buying anyway. Let me look at the chat real quick before we get out of here. Okay, so you guys tell me what you've been spending your money on so I don't feel so bad about spending all my money on toys as well. So I tell my missus this is therapy every week, trying to explain what's been what. So if you chat away now, it will pop up on the screen, but let me read you through some of this. Good time to get the 20th, but they sold out. I'm guessing you mean the 20th Troopers or something like that.
No, the US had the 20th Hulk, Iron Man and Cap.
We didn't. There. Nice. Yeah. It's not for us in the UK.
Antonio says he's considering getting TMNT Power Ranger sets. Do it.
Yeah, honestly,
That's an amazing saving.
So, like, sometimes as collectors, you feel bad because you brought something at full price, and then months later, you have an opportunity where you're like, damn, I could have got all the same things I wanted, but at like half the price. And it is a little bit annoying, but you can't think like that because you never know if those things were even going to be available down the line. Like, we knew that in hindsight, of course you'd wait, but it's like you don't know that, do you? You just don't know. Like, what happens if all the Power Rangers sold out? Then they wouldn't have been in the sale, and you just can't tell the future. So don't feel too bad. But yes, I bought all the Power Ranger stuff at full price, and now they're all on sale. So if you're thinking about getting them, get them. And Pogo says, Dan, I just checked that end credit scene in WandaVision. That Vision / Astral Strange seems more noticeable now. My headcanon is that it's Vision watching over Wanda. Yeah, I think they confirmed it was Vision. I think 100% it wasn't a mistake. They confirmed it was Vision watching over Wanda. If you zoom in, you can see like a little Vision-y person. I'm pretty confident with that. I remember random facts as my previous comment about Monica saying that about Scarlet was true. Okay, a literal action figure says, the Dan Who Excalibur pack finally got my Greedo for free. Oh, nice. You got the Excalibur pack. Nice. I'll get my 0.0.0.0p. The Wolf Pack. The Home Dude says, what's up, Wolf Pack? Stopping for lunch, just lurking here. How you doing, Home Dude? I've seen you lurking. Jay, who usually spends all his money on toys, says, nothing has brought what I wanted already at full price, but if this happens more regularly, then I should have learned to be more patient. No, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Jay. You just don't know, and it doesn't happen regularly as well. The last time Hasbro had one of these sales, it was probably about a year ago as well. So, honestly, don't think that way. Haven't got anything, says Antonio, but I'm considering getting the Power Rangers like you said. Yes, get them. Caleb said, what? There's a Hasbro Pool sale? Yes, my friend. Go, go, go. The Wolfpack Toy Review says same. Wingo Loose says Transformers Masterpieces are eligible too. Huge savings. I agree. I was even tempted to get some Beast Wars stuff, but then I've seen In Demand in the UK are going to be selling a lot of Transformers stuff in a sale themselves, so I'm holding out. Started to collect the Jurassic Hammond collection, says Harshavin. Yes, I'm also tempted with that line. It's just not very easy to get in the UK, so I think my Phil Jones, Cool Toys UK, has just come back from Las Vegas, and he managed to pick up for me the Kitchenscape 2-pack with Lex, and a Rush found one in the wild for me as well, so I might get another to keep on card. But yes, Lex finally. I'm still picking up a bit of. And I guarantee you next week when I go and see Jurassic Park in the movies, I'm going to come out and want to go and buy more Jurassic Park stuff. That's what happens.
Really?
You excited for Jurassic Park, Brandon?
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I am so excited for Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's the 10th, isn't it? So that's next Friday.
Next Friday. I got my tickets booked for next Friday.
Yeah,
night.
I ain't got no tickets booked yet, but I need to speak to Amanda and get that booked in. But I guarantee you, after I come out of that film, I'm going to want more figures or something, because I just get itchy after that type of stuff. Literal Action Fix says he might buy the Zeo Rangers. Do it. The Zeo, like as I said, apart from Mighty Morphin, are my next go-to. And also, I think the Gold Ranger from Zeo is one of the best Power Ranger designs, full stop. Mike says, Emily from the G.I. Joe said things ordered during PulseCon should finally be shipping. Hey, that's a bit weird. It is G.I. Joe June now as well. So as I said, should be more G.I. Joe news throughout the month. Keep an eye out.
They have announced a stream.
Yes, Wednesday, isn't it? So
yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, happy days.
Tuesday.
So hopefully I'll do another Joe's and Juice at some point this month. We shall see. Home Dude says I'm going Vegas tomorrow. Go and check out, if you're going Vegas tomorrow, go and check out Cool Toys UK on Instagram, because he's just went to all the toy spots in Vegas and posted pictures from this week. So if you wanted to see recent pictures of some of the toy shops in Vegas, then go and check out Cool Toys UK on Instagram, because Phil has just been globetrotting. He went and watched AEW Double or Nothing, which I still need to watch. I've downloaded it. I just haven't watched it yet. Was tempted for a Surda MCU, but thought the £200 bill tomorrow's for TMNT and the Thing in the NECA San Diego if I get lucky. Yeah, I guess that's how I'm going to finish the day, just as a reminder, people, all right? So I appreciate everyone getting involved today. But if you, like me, love your turtle stuff or love NECA, then NECA's San Diego Comic-Con exclusives go on sale tomorrow. Limited quantities at noon Eastern, which for us in the UK is 5 p.m. So if you're in the UK and you want to get these, get your iPad out, get your computer out, get your laptop out, get your missus to get her phone out, get everyone ready with the refresh button, and I wish you luck, because trying to get those NECA exclusives is always a very stressful situation. I am going to try and get myself the pre-Mutagen 4-pack and then the Gremlins 2 Greta as well. That's what I want. But will I be able to get it? I don't know. I've said to Tanner that we both need to order 2 of the TMNT sets, just in case one of us don't get them. So at least we've still hooked each other up. Tanner, I'm still game if you are, my friend, because I'll be able to help someone out with an extra set anyway if we both manage to get one. But I don't want to miss out. I missed out on the Hall of Fun nonsense. I'm not missing out this time round. And there you go. That is how I end it. But yeah, good luck, everybody. And then Phil says, cheers for the plug. There you go. For the end of the stream, I'm pinning it to the top. Go and follow Cool Tools UK. I've just pinned it to the top of the chat. And I will also end the last poll as well. Would you buy Doctor Strange Illuminati as Marvel Legends? 41% say yes. 22% say no thanks. And 37% says I would pick and choose. So that's still high numbers. And again, when these figures, if they are actually made, people will get itchy. You can't help yourself. Brandon, any final words?
From me, just thanks, man. Thank you as always. Happy 95 weeks.
No, I know. We definitely need to start planning our 100th episode.
Yeah, I think it all depends on...
Amanda genuinely asked me the other day. She was like, what are you doing for it? And like, when are people coming? And like, where are you going to do it? And I was like, all great questions.
Yeah.
I have no answers for you currently. We do need to plan that.
The other thing I'm thinking as well is should we do it on the Friday rather than the Thursday?
Oh, I'm game to do it any day that week. Just think, right? Our 100 episodes haven't always been on a Thursday, but they have been every week. So
yes, yeah.
And I know Rich has got a wedding on the Friday. We'll have to speak to Rich, but I'm fine doing it on the Friday. Because
I think work-wise for me that would help, because I think I would probably then drive.
You not got any of the days off? You not got Thursday or Friday off?
Well, I would probably take Friday off, is my thinking. So I would then probably drive to you like Friday morning.
Well, come to me Friday morning. We're going to see Thor in the morning.
That's my thinking. It depends on when, because I'm not convinced about when Thor will drop yet.
We'll find out.
Because of Doctor Strange.
We'll find out.
Super Tuck says, and go and check out the Super Tuck 5000's new logo on Instagram.
Yes.
He said the Queen needs to send you guys a letter on the 100th show.
Yes, I think she should. We need to have a celebration. Get those bands marching. Get those planes flying. 100 episodes is going to be crazy. 100 consistent weeks as well. Not just 100 episodes, 100 consistent weeks. Whether we've moved the day, some days we do it a Friday, sometimes we've done it on a Thursday. Most times it's been a Thursday. But the very first stream we did was a Friday, and then Amanda was like, no, you're not taking it every Friday night. So by episode 2, we were already back to Thursday. And to be fair, after episode 1, I didn't think we were going to do any more of the reaction Amanda gave me. You're doing what? She did not get it at all. But yes, and sometimes we move it depending on what Marvel reveals have been out. But consistently every single week, never missed a week. And yeah, episode 100. We need to do something for it. I don't know what, but I need to do something. I'll buy Rich some vodka. That is definitely going to happen. Me and Rich can have a glass of vodka. I'm excited to meet Rich.
And I'll sit there with my pint of
you can have your ice cream. I'll buy you some cookie dough ice cream, and I'll buy me and Rich some vodka. Plug away, cool. Brandon. Where can the people find you online?
Yep, as always, guys. Hero Up Collections on Instagram. I did have a post that was gonna have been up about an hour or two ago, but I realized that this is much better. So be right back. Check back in the next sort of 25 minutes, and you'll have an amazing Thor photo there. Hopefully, it's amazing.
And Brandon will be doing a TED Talks as well on how to gain Instagram followers.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting now to see.
Mate, you were excited to get 5K. You're going to hit 10K by the end of the year now. Easy. By the end of the month.
I know.
By the summer.
I was originally thinking I was going to be 1,000. I was aiming for like 900 to 1,000 followers every quarter, every 3 months. But we've just jumped like 2,500 in the last like 6 weeks, or 4 weeks. So yeah, it'd be interesting. I might aim for 10K before Christmas or before my birthday, however way that works out.
Well, you want 10K on Instagram. I want 20K on YouTube, but it's a slow slog. But I've got 16,600-ish at the minute, so I still need like 3 and a bit thousand. So I'm hoping I can get there by the end of the year. I think the content on my channel is worthy of 20K. I see a lot of other channels out there with more than 20K with a lot less quality content. I'm just saying. So show some love. Algorithm, sort me out, YouTube. Share some of my videos. Go and watch Turtles and Tea People with me and Tanner if you like Turtle Talk. It's basically a stream just like this, but we talk Turtles, all right? All Turtle-related news. Go and check out recap and rankings of the most recent Marvel Legends wave with the Controller Build-A-Figure. Spoiler alert. That Viper came 8th. Sorry about that. And yeah, all my other reviews are on there as well. All of them are on there.
I liked number 4 though.
Yeah, number 4 is a great one. But all my reviews are on there now. And then I have been reviewing a few of the other Bonebreaker figures that I've got in hand. Still missing a couple though. I'm talking to you, Maggot and Vulcan. Damn you, Pulse sold out. I was too slow.
It's better than having a Vulcan whose butt falls off.
That's true. Brandon has the exclusive buttless Vulcan. But he also has an exclusive Jedi George that's going to give us a wave off anyway.
Yeah, say bye to people, George.
Before I do need to say though, last plug before we go. This Sunday, all right? This Sunday, the 5th of June. Crazy that we're in June already. It's Legends and Liquor this Sunday, all right? So if you want to be part of Legends and Liquor this week, then please let me know ASAP. Let me know by a DM on Instagram or via the Discord if you're still using that. Or just get in touch with me, all right? And I will get you on. You've got to be a channel member at the members club level. That's all I ask from you, all right? You support me and I'll support you right back and get you on the channel. It's such a simple thing. But it's this week, all right? And I don't know, there's not too much news to talk about. So I might make a topic, all right? So let me know and I'll let you know. But anyway, I'll see you Sunday. Follow Brandon on Instagram, but I'm sure you already do. Follow me everywhere as well. And we will see you same time, same place next week, I'm sure. Bye-bye, everyone. And thank you, everyone in the chat. We see you. We appreciate you. I'll read out some names. Cloud, Home Dude, Omega Weapon, Super Turk, Andy Davis, Michael Nostalgia, the Wolfpack Toy Reviews, Plastic is a Hell of a Drug, it's a great name, Tony Collector, Literal Action Figs, Dan's calling out Wade. I wasn't. I like Unparalleled. Pogo.
We love Unparalleled.
He's trying to steal Brandon away though, but Brandon's under contract, unfortunately.
Exactly.
He can't go anywhere. Speak to the super producer / super lawyer / the source. Antonio J Toys Collection UK. Rich M he's in the chat lurking, and also go and follow Phil on Instagram. I've posted it to the top of the chat. If you're watching on the replay crew, let me know in the comments and follow Phil. All right, let me know that you followed Phil. Great times. Brandon, last word.
Any last words from me?
Just the last word. Just one word.
One word.